All right. Okay, this screen right here, you guys see behind me, now some of these numbers I know are small and you probably can't read them on your phone or on your whatever mobile device you're on because they're small, but this screen is live on YouTube. Okay, if you want to find that screen live on YouTube, go to the10minutetrader.com, slide on down a little bit and find where it says YouTube, and just go to the10minutetrader.com YouTube, right? So that will be able to show you the numbers. So let's take a look at them real quick. Okay, 446 is the opening for tomorrow. Okay, so if I buy at 446, right, and I let somebody buy it from me at 450, look at this. I'm collecting 33 cents as a premium. So let's do the number really quick. Okay, so the profit is 33 cents a share. Do you see that? 33 cents a share, and I'm paying $4.46 for each share. So if I get 100 shares, that's 446 bucks for 100 shares. Now I had 800 bucks sitting around. What can I buy with 800 bucks? Not a whole heck of a lot. This thing popped up. Okay, great. At 446, I can sell the 450s, which is 16 cents more than what I paid for it. Okay, so let's see what the number looks like. At 33 cents, I'm buying it at 446. So I'm going to divide it by the purchase price, 446, and that comes to a grand total of 7.3% for the week. Okay, fine. 7.3% for the week. Let's take a look at the chart and see what the chart looks like. Okay, so here's the chart. Very first thing we're going to look at is the 1-year chart. Okay, if you don't know how to read a chart, it's pretty simple. It's out from the left and it goes to the right. Now, I know the screen looks backwards, but on YouTube it is the correct way. Okay, now, first thing I want to look at, anytime you look at any chart whatsoever, the high, the low, where was it, and where is it? All right, so this is the 1-year chart. Now, let's take a look at numbers for the 1-year chart. A year ago, 858. The high was 1074, and that was the end of July last year, 1074, right there. From there, she drops down to the bottom, and the bottom was right around my birthday. Check it out, January 18th. That's the bottom of the year, and that was at 299. Okay, so this stock went 299 to 10 and 10. Was it 1050? 1075. So 1075 is the high, and 399 is the low. That's for the year. Okay, so look at that. That was cool. One of those screens. All right, so anyway, let's take a look at the last 90 days. Okay, so 90 days ago today, right there. Here we go. Okay, now, 90-day chart, same thing. Where's the high? Right here. Where's the low? Right there. That's where we were 90 days ago. This is where we are right now. Okay, fine. Now, let's take a look at those numbers. I'm missing some of these questions. Okay, so we got some followers join. Holy shit, we're down to 91. We started out with 200. All right, if we get close to 70, we're going to reboot. All right, just let you know. Right now it's at 91. Like, share, subscribe, all that kind of neat stuff. Got to get the numbers up because this is good. This is some good information. All right, B. Wally, MPW. Are you aware of their exposure to Stewart Health, which is declared bankruptcy? Yeah, but it's a real estate company. Okay, they're a REIT, real estate investment trust. Okay, so they're not really having anything to do with the health company. But we'll take a look at that, buddy. But thank you for pointing that out. Okay, so let's keep taking a gander at it. Okay, so 90 days ago was the bottom of the 90-day period, and that was $3.22. Okay, the high was on the 15th of April, and that was $5.31. Okay, so way down here, 3 and change, and 5.30 up here. She goes up, down. So look where we are now. The last 30 days, right here. Okay, same thing, ain't no different. This is a 30-day chart, last 30 days. 30 days ago, way down over here. 30-day high, 30-day low. Okay, where was it 30 days ago? Where is it now? Okay, now how are we reading this? Well, here we go. Here's the bottom over here. She gaps up. Cool. I love gaps, but gaps have a tendency to fill, which is almost doing right now. See, the gap is here. Here's the gap, and the gap's getting ready to fill. So the gap fills, big deal, and it goes back up. Okay, that's all stocks do. They go up, they go down. So the question is, do you like the company? Do you want to buy the company? But before we do that, let's take a look at the numbers. Okay, 30 days ago, we opened up at $4.10. Okay, we got a double bottom for 10 and for 12, and that was right at $3.94. A couple of days later, we got that 30-day high at 531. Okay, come down a little bit, up a little bit, down. Now, I'm not going to say sideways because stocks don't go sideways. It channels, okay, between here and here, between $4.40 and $4.80. Just kind of went sideways, all right? Channeled. It channeled. A high here, not a 30-day high, but a high enough to gap it down and then keep dropping. So here's where we are today. Today was an up day. Not the greatest in the world, but what else am I going to do with the 800 bucks? I bought 200 shares. Okay, so I got 7% return. Okay, I'm okay with that. Questions. Hey guys, DeFi Daddy, how's it going? I missed a lot of those questions, guys, so sorry. All right, back again. What does this stock normally do? For that, we're going to take a look at the seasonality chart. Here we go. Okay, again, the blue line represents the movement for this year. The red line represents 10-year average movement. Okay, so 10-year average movement in the middle of May, which is where we are now, right here, which is basically goes sideways. So let me zoom into that so you guys get a good look at that. Here, left click, drag right. There you go. The next 2 weeks, basically just going flat. So I don't mind at all. How about Walgreens? Hey, Tony Montana. Wow, Tony Montana. How you doing, Tony? We'll take a look at Walgreens. I'll put that on the list. Where is my list? Here it is. My list, Walgreens. WBA. First suggestion of the night. And just to let you know, I like Walgreens. One of my favorite companies. Okay, so hopefully we're not going to overheat. We got 5 cameras going. I'm trying to find someone to teach me the basics. Mama Mare, you're new here. AVGO is a no. That bad boy is way the heck up. I cut the limit at 275. I don't do anything over 275. Okay, so the question you have to ask yourself, all right, now, a couple of things I want to get out of the way, all right? This is just pure educational. I'm not an advisor. I'm not a broker. I'm not anything like that. I'm just a regular guy who got sick and tired of people telling me crap. Okay, here, take all your money, give it to this guy, and he'll give you 4% a year. Oh, hell no. I can't live off of 4% a year. Sorry, can't do it. Okay, so when my daughter was 9 back in 2008, she wanted to trade just like I was trading because I was in manufacturing and they gave me so much money I couldn't figure out what the hell to do with it. So I started investing, and then I lost a lot, I made a lot, and you learn over the years. So what you're gaining is 20 years worth of experience doing stupid shit, and I finally found something that worked. Okay, here's the challenge. Okay, it had to be simple, it had to be safe, it had to be consistent, and it had to be predictable. Okay, and no way to lose. Those are the 5 criteria I had to overcome coming up with a strategy. The lighting is bad. What happened to the couch setup? Well, I'm down in Florida now. Okay, the couch setup was back up in Massachusetts. So I'm down here taking care of some family issues. My mom's getting to that point where we have to, get her estate in order. That kind of stuff. It happens. Okay, what about do you use for trading? Well, what I'm using right now, this is, hold on a second. This is Thinkorswim from Charles Schwab. Okay, if you open up a trading account, Charles Schwab, they'll let you use this. All right, so what was I saying? Oh, yes, the 5 criteria to make this. It had to be simple. It had to be safe. It had to be predictable. It had to be consistent and no way to possibly lose. I was creating it for my 9-year-old daughter. So that's the 5 criteria I had to come up with. All right, now we all know why. You got 5-year-old girls are going to cry if they lose money, so we didn't want to have that issue. Okay, so here's the 5 rules. 5 criteria, 5 rules. Number 1, never buy something you don't want to hold long term. So when I say, do you like the company? Do your research. Find out if this fits into what pair do you trade on? Okay, D5 Daddy, I have no idea what you mean by that. What pair? Hello, I was the guy on Facebook to give me those likes. Cool beans. Way to go. As I was saying, 5 rules. Okay, 5 criteria. Simple, safe, predictable, consistent, no way to lose. 5 rules. Never buy something you don't want to hold long term. Never sell at a loss. Make sure it has 20 years or more of increased dividends, weekly options, and then make sure the numbers work. Okay, you could very well be the only guy. Facebook, I really don't do much there, and the camera for Facebook is absolutely horrible. Okay, so I'm still trying to get the broadcasting thing evened out. I'm not a professional. This is not my profession. I do this to share with people because I got sick and tired of people telling me, take all your money, give it to this guy, he'll give you 4% a year. Yeah, no thanks. If I can get a safe, secure, predictable 1% per week, why would I give my money to someone else to get 4% a year? Hell no. ETFs, okay, great. They make anywhere between 5 and I think the highest one I've seen so far was 11.6%. Okay, great, but that's not enough for me. Okay, I like NEM. We'll put NEM down on the list. Okay, I'm not saying it's a good one. I'm just saying I'll take a look at it. NEM. Actually, NEM is a good one. That is on my list because I bought NEM earlier this year. Okay, so I have bought NEM before, so I do like it. Do you have a book? I just finished book number 14. Okay, so yes, I've written 13 books so far. You can get them up here in the bio, right here, the10minutetrader.com. Go to my webpage. All the information is in there. Where was I? Okay, so that's MPW. Okay. Medical Properties Real Estate Investment Trust. I like the numbers. Everything looked good. I had $600 just sitting there. What am I going to, $800 just sitting there. What am I going to do with it? I bought 800 shares. Wait a minute, no, I bought 200 shares. That was $800. Hi, James Oakton, 90210. Hey, from Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm pretty new to investing and dumping my cash into VOO. Oh, I hate that. Terribly sorry, General Mate. I wouldn't do that, but we're going to get to that in a second. I'm going to show you something that you might want to change it on. iRobot, no. Yes, the video is very dark. We're about in Florida. How do you know how long to hold it for? Good question. IBM, George, I'll write IBM down. I love IBM. Okay. Still new to your live, learning a little bit more each day. John G, awesome to have you around. IBM, we're going to take a look at that one. I'm going to go back a little bit because there was something I wanted to address. Somebody said something about VOO. All right, let's take a look at VOO for a second and just point out why I don't like VOO. Okay, why don't I like VOO? Is the same reason why I don't like any ETF for this type of trading. Okay. KY Kyndryl. Never heard of Kyndryl. Okay, so this is why I don't like VOO. Several reasons. Reason number 1, it's a monthly optionable stock. What does that mean? A monthly optionable stock means that if I like VOO, they're only going to give me 12 checks a year. 12 checks per year. That's all they're offering. 12 checks per year. All right. Now, let's see what the number looks like. Right now, VOO is at $4.75. Okay, $4.75 a share. Okay, big fat chunk of money. If I'm going to buy it at $4.75 and I sell somebody the rights to buy it from me at $4.75, I'm collecting $3.90. Well, number 1, it's not 1%. Number 2, it's 2 weeks away. This week and the next week. So whatever I get, I have to divide it by 2. All right? Maybe dumb. What's going on with Starbucks? All right, Mel, we're going to take a look at Starbucks a little bit. Just let you know, I actually own some Starbucks. S-Bucks. I'll put that on. Whoop, it's already on the list. It's already on the list, so we'll get to it in a little bit. Were you talking about MPO? I have no idea what MPO is. And no, I wasn't talking about MPO. I was talking about VOO. V is in victory, VOO. So I'm telling you why I don't like most of the ETFs. Okay, number one, okay, 475. I don't like going anything over 275. Okay, as rich as you may think I am, I cannot afford 1,000 shares at $475 a share. Sorry, can't do it. All right, so here's the thing. I can buy it tomorrow morning, 475. Okay, the 475, I can sell someone right to buy it for me at 390. So let's do some quick math. Without even looking at the chart. I haven't even looked at the chart yet. Clear this. I'm bringing in $3.90 per share. Now I'm going to divide it by the purchase. 475. That gives me a grand total of, ready for it? 0.8. Not even 1%. Now I have to divide that by 2. So that's 0.4. That's not even a 0.5% per week because it expires in 9 days. Okay, not this Friday. It expires next Friday. Okay, it only does it once a month. Okay, so I'm collecting not even a 0.5% per week. Why would I put my money in VOO? I'm going to show you later on in the evening. I'm going to be here between 9 until 11:30. In that time frame, I'm going to show you some good, solid companies that you probably know the name of. Every single company that I personally invest in, except for MPW, I've heard of. I've never heard of MPW before. I was looking to spend, $800 to see what was out there, and there it was. I said, oh, how the hell did this get there? Anyway, besides the point, VOO is paying out if I did covered calls on VOO, a 0.5% per week. Less than 0.5% per week. That's why I don't like it. And other than that, okay, here's the 1 year chart, right? Here's the high of the year, here's the low of the year, here's where it was a year ago, and here's where it is now. All right, fine and dandy. But on a monthly, okay, here's 30 days. 30 days ago, 2 weeks ago, now. All right, am I going to buy it now? Look where it is. It's getting close to the 30-day high. The 30-day low is way down here. It already ran up. All the profit was already taken. So there's no sense in getting into it. And better yet, or I should say worse yet, here's where we are. Okay? If I miss my target, which is 2 weeks away, because they only have monthlies, if I miss that target, where is it going to be in 6 weeks? How the hell am I supposed to know where it's going to be in 6 weeks? I have a hard enough time to figure out where company's going to be in 3 or 4 days. It's a heck of a lot easier. What platform? This is Thinkorswim with Charles Schwab. All the stuff I'm going to show you is available for free. And you can get this information for free from Charles Schwab. Kyndryl is partnering with Snowflake, I think. Not 100% positive, but I read that somewhere. Right? Kyndryl is that can't be. I mean, it can be, but is that the ticker symbol? That's a lot of words, a lot of letters for a ticker symbol. They usually. Simone is here. Cool beans. I don't know if that's Simon or Simone. I don't know. TD, not Schwab. No. It used to be TD Ameritrade. TD Ameritrade got bought out by Charles Schwab. Okay. Thoughts on Eli Lilly? Well, we'll write it down. We'll take a look at it a little bit. I had TB, now Schwab. Yep. Eli Lilly. LLY. All right, we'll take a look at Eli Lilly a little bit. NEM actually looks very good. Hey, Gallant, nice to see you, dude. KD is Kyndryl. All right, so we'll take a look at KD. KD. All right, it's on the list. Okay, we'll take a look at it. All right. That's one reason I don't like ETFs. Now let me show you another reason. Something else. Maybe you might like this idea better. Yahoo Finance. Right there. We're going to go over to Yahoo Finance and look at some history. So remember, this screen is live on YouTube, and it's much easier to watch it on your computer or your television. I have some guys in the audience say, hey, I watch it on my big screen. Get your big screen TV, sit there and just listen to and watch all these numbers and stuff. Okay, we're going to look at the VOO. VOO. Right, there it is right there, Vanguard. Okay, so Vanguard, VOO, is paying 1.39% yield. Okay, so you're putting your money into Vanguard, VOO, and they're giving you 1.39% for the year. So you're tying up your money. Devo, never heard of Devo. Oh, Devo, we are Devo, D-E-V-O, R-D-I-V-O, whatever. So ask yourself a question. Why would you invest in a company that pays you almost the same amount as a savings account? You could put your money in a CD and get better return than that. Okay, but here's the better thing. They pay 2.5% cash on our end in my brokerage. Yeah, okay, so if your brokerage is paying 5.29, why the hell would you invest in VOO? It's paying 1.39. Oh, hell no. This is what they don't want you to know. This is one of the reasons why they're trying to ban TikTok. They don't want us talking to each other. They don't want people like me showing you, don't put your money in VOO, do it yourself. Here we go, watch this. Load is, LODE is at its low. Never heard that. Vanguard, I've never done Vanguard. Sorry. So, let me show you something else about VOO. Okay, I'm going to come down over here. All right, this is the Yahoo Finance. I love Yahoo Finance. You can find a lot of information. Right over here in the bottom corner, it says holdings. This is going to tell you exactly what is inside that ETF. All right, you ready for this? Now, I'll come over this side. Microsoft, Apple, NVIDIA, Amazon, Meta, Google, Berkshire Hathaway, Alphabet, Eli Lilly, AVGO, and a bunch more. These are the only ones they're showing us. Okay, so here's a question for you, right? Let's take a quick look at Apple and Microsoft. MSFT. Now, Microsoft has weekly options. I can buy just Microsoft by itself. Okay? Check it out. First thing I want to see, where's the high? Where's the low? Where was it a year ago? Where is it now? Okay? Now, it's at 410 right now. If I buy it at 410, I sell someone rights to buy it from me at 410, I'm getting 535. So let's see what that number looks like. Clear. 535, and I want to divide that by the purchase price, 410. Okay, that gives me a grand total of, whoops, that's not right. Let's clear that out of there. $5.35 divided by the purchase price, $410. That alone, just Microsoft alone is giving you 1.3% for the week. So you're putting your money in VOO, which is then they're putting it into Microsoft, Apple, NVIDIA, Google, all those other companies I just showed you a second ago. But just Microsoft alone is paying you 1.3. 1.3 just from Microsoft is more than VOO all put together. And it pays weekly. You could do this every single week. So you buy Microsoft at 410. Now you own it at 410. Okay, you do it 410 this week, get 535 a week. Okay, then you come over here and you do next week's. Okay, the 410 is 760. Now these numbers are going to change every week. But what I'm saying is, even if you get a 0.5% each week, buying Microsoft at 0.5% each week, that's 26% per year. Yet VOO is giving you 1.3. Come on, people. Really? Why do you put your money in VOO? Why not do it yourself? Okay, we're all adults here. Take responsibility for your own money. Most people spend more time planning a family barbecue or a family weekend party than they do on their own personal finances. If you're going to take all your money and put it in an ETF, VOO, hey, they're making money off it whether you make money or not. But if you do it yourself, buy Microsoft, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just giving you an example. Okay, Microsoft, you know who it is. You know, you've heard of Microsoft. They've been around for a while. They have consistently increased their dividends every single year for more than 25 years. They are on my list, my personal list, and I do buy Microsoft when the numbers look right, but I don't buy it at $400. I wait for it to come down under $250. Okay, but I'm just showing you. Are you calculating the put side? No, I'm not calculating the put side. Okay, would you want to live? Would you want to live in a girl? Okay. No, I don't do puts because remember, this strategy is simple, safe, predictable, consistent, and no way to lose. Okay, the 5 criteria. That was the 5 criteria, the 5 rules. Never buy something you don't want to hold long term. Never sell at a loss. Make sure it has 20 years or more of increased dividends. Make sure it's weekly options, and make sure the numbers right. The numbers work here. Okay, buying Microsoft 410, selling somebody the right. If I'm buying it at 410 and I'm letting somebody buy it from me for the exact same amount of money I paid for it, and they're going to give me $5.35 as I need you as my teacher. Well, alrighty then. I'm going to take that as a compliment. Anyway, can you show how to make execution walk through how to buy a set? Sure, why not? Microsoft won't see 250 again unless it's split. Probably true, but I'm just giving you an example. Okay? So if you're putting your money in VOO, all right, let's go back to VOO for a second. Okay? Here's VOO. You come down here to the bottom corner. Okay, this is Yahoo Finance. Come down to the bottom corner, holdings. It tells you what is inside of VOO. Microsoft, Apple, Nvidia, Amazon, Meta, Google, Berkshire Hathaway, Alphabet, Eli Lilly, AVGO, and plus a bunch of others. These are just the top ones. Okay? They have more. But what I'm saying is, you can do this by yourself, and you don't need them. Because they're giving out, what's the number again? Let's go back here. Okay? Right here. The previous close, the open, the bid, the ask, today's range, the 52-week high and low, the volume. Okay, 3.2 million shares are traded today. But look what they're giving you. 1.39% yield. You're paying $475 and they're giving you a 1.39% yield. Hell with that bullshit, you can go right here to Microsoft. Buy Microsoft at 410. Sell somebody, and you're selling it for the exact same price. Buying it for 410, selling it for 410. You're getting $5.35 per share, and that comes up to 1.3%, and that's just for 1 week. Okay, so what? All right, so let's say you sell the 2 strikes out at 415. You collect $3.15 per share. It's less than 1%, but then again, you're collecting that money. Then you do it again. 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 You can do it 52 times a week, 52 times a year. That's why I say it has to have increasing dividends. Because if and when, because the stock will go down, if and when the stock goes down, at least you're getting higher and higher dividends every single year. Agree, we can do it ourselves, but I don't have the time to jump in and out regularly. I prefer long. Okay, I get it. Value drip. Okay, nothing wrong with that at all. What I'm saying is, VOO is going to pay you 1.3% per year. Microsoft, just this one trade, is going to do 1.3% for the week. And talking about jumping in and out, if you've ever seen any of my videos, hey, this is James from Dividend Stock Talk, brought to you by the 10-minute trader. It takes less than 10 minutes. You can take a quick coffee break. Hey, boss, I'm going to take a quick coffee break. Take a look at what's up for the week. Oh, Microsoft, cool, I'll get that one. Apple, oh, I'll do that one. Home Depot, Lowe's, yeah, I'll do those. You put 20% here, 20% here, 20% there, 20%. Microsoft alone is going to give you 1.3. We're going to take a look at a few others. So don't tell me you don't have the time. You can take your phone, okay? You can take it into the bathroom when you go and say, all right, what's up for this week? Okay, Apple, yeah, I'll buy some of those. Good, I'll do a covered call. I'll show you how to do the covered call. It's really simple. Now let's get rid of this. And we're going to go over to here. We're going to come down to covered stock right there. I like it at the 410. The 410 right there. Okay. There you have it. Here's the order. It's already set up right there. I'm going to buy 1,000 shares. I'm going to sell 10 contracts. It's already right there. Okay. 410. This is the price. It's a limit order. I'm going to change it to a market order because I want it filled instantaneously. Then market order. And then I'm going to hit confirm and send. Okay. Here's the order that pops up. Order description. Buy 10 covered Microsoft. Okay. 17 May 24. That's next Friday. It's not worth it to do this week. There's not enough time. Okay? And it's to open. What's your profit? Okay, maximum profit, 5,325. Okay, so I'll get my calculator out. Clear that. My max profit is, all right, 5,325. What am I investing? 400,000. Well, see, that's why I don't do $400 stocks. 400,675, and that's going to equal a grand total of 1.3%. Okay, so you don't have the money to do all those, so let's change it. Let's get out of there. Let's get out of there. Let's do just 100 shares. Okay, 100 shares. Okay, 100 shares of Microsoft, maximum profit 532. What's my calculator? Calculator. Come on, calculator. Here we go. Okay, my profit 532 divided by the purchase price. That's how much I have invested. 40,470, whatever. 40,467. Is that right? Nope, wrong. 40,467. There we go. Equals. Exact same thing. 1.3%. So whether you get 100 shares or whether you get 1,000 shares, doesn't really matter. The math is still the same. Now, if Microsoft is too expensive for you, well, let's take a look at Apple. It's going to be the exact same thing. It takes patience and practice. Actually, no, it doesn't. This was created for my 9-year-old daughter back in 2008. Okay, she was 9 years old and she was averaging 5% per week. It was simple, safe, predictable, consistent, and no way she could lose. Okay, that was the criteria doing this strategy for my 9-year-old daughter. Now, I'm pretty sure you have to be 18 or older to be on this platform. So if you're 18 and you can't get this, buy a good quality stock, never sell for a loss, make sure it has 20 years or more of increased dividends and weekly options, and then make sure the numbers work. If you can't do that, 9-year-old little girl could do it, then I don't know what to tell you. All right? We're just talking about Microsoft. Okay, so let's look at Apple. That almost going to be the exact same thing. Okay, let's get out of there. Let's get out of there. Let's go back to here. Let's go back to here. Let's go back to there. And let's throw in Apple. AAPL. Okay, you've all heard of Microsoft. You've all heard of Apple. So Apple at this moment in time is 82.74. Okay, great. Now, if I buy it at 82.50, okay, here it is. The bid, 82.46. The ask, 82.50. Okay, the 182.50, 222. So let's take a look at that. Clear that out of there. $2.22 divided by the purchase price, 182.50, comes to a grand total of 1.21%. Okay, and it's only 182 per share. It's not 410 per share, but you're still getting 1.2%. Practice on buying the stock and selling the calls. Well, that's pretty simple. Okay, buying the stock and selling the calls. So you're buying a good quality stock. All right, you're buying a good quality stock and you're selling the rights for someone else to buy it from you. It's called a covered call. It is one of the safest trading strategies that is. You're buying a stock. You're selling somebody the right, not the obligation, to buy it from you for the exact same price you paid for it. Okay, why? Well, because by doing a covered call, they give you what is called a premium. It's kind of like a non-refundable deposit. Okay, like if you have a car sitting in your yard, say, I want to sell it. All right, put a side on it. It's $1,000. Someone comes by, say, John comes by, say, I'll buy it for $1,000 here. Here's $100. Hold it for me till Friday. He comes by on Friday. He does it. Do I need a margin account for covered calls? Good question. No, you don't. Okay, I have posted on my website, okay, for people who are interested. Okay, now take a look at it when you have a chance. Go to the website, the10minutetrader.com. Slide all the way down to the bottom, right here. Account number 1, account number 2. I have 6 accounts. I share only 2 of them with you guys. I'm a nice guy, but I'm not that nice. I share two accounts. This one here is an all cash account. This one here is a margin account. Look at the returns as of the beginning of the year. 27.26 since the beginning of this year. 56.85. Margin is a huge difference. I do not suggest you doing margin because there is risks involved. Hi, James. Thanks for calling me back this morning. Yeah, I thought, oh, by the way, anyone want me to talk? You want to talk to me? Send me a phone number. I'll give you a call. That's what he was just talking about. I did give him a call this morning. This is Thinkorswim on Trump. Yes, it is. Do I need a margin? Okay, so here, the 10-minute trader actually shows you my trades for the year. Okay, this is week 18. Week 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay? Week number 1, week number 2, week number 3, week 4, 5, 6, blah, blah, blah. They're all there. Okay? I don't hide anything. All right? I get sick and tired of being screwed as a regular guy. Good evening, everyone. Hey, Fascinating Football Videos. How are you doing today? You know what, dude? I'm 60 years old. I'm going to go play some soccer tomorrow, Sunday. Where is that? Sarasota Football Club. Play some soccer with the old men. Uh-oh. Let's get out of that one. Let's get out of that one. Let's go back to here. So, as I was saying about VOO and electronically traded funds and ETF, they offer monthly options. I don't do monthly options because they just don't pay. I don't do ETFs because they're screwing people. Okay, yeah, they have a small margin that it doesn't cost much to jump into. I would rather jump into a, a hedge fund where it's a 20% commission. But a 20% commission and you're getting a 50% return. You're getting a 50% return, but you're paying a 20% commission. You're still up 30% for the year. Not like this BS. Where is that? I don't know. I'm in Brandon. Cool beans. I also clean boat calls. Cool beans. Yeah. Actually, I'm looking at buying a boat. I sold my boat. Me and my woman, my significant other, bought a 42-foot boat and we're supposed to be down in the Caribbean at this moment in time. But she had medical issues, so she stayed up in Boston. I'm down here in Florida taking care of some family issues. TD Ameritrade doesn't change over Schwab until 10th of May, and it's this Friday. Yeah, I get that. Now, like I said, I have 6 different accounts, so half of them are in Schwab, half of them are in TD Ameritrade, and I still have some on Robinhood. Luciano Salvatore. All right, so that's why I don't like ETFs. What else do we have in ETF in this Vanguard thingy? Holdings. Okay, Microsoft, Apple. All right, I don't do NVIDIA. All right, way too pricey. The dividends are crap. Okay, you're going to spend $900 on a stock that pays a 2-cent dividend? Yeah, no thank you. Amazon, they don't pay dividends at all. No thank you. Meta, they don't pay dividends. Well, they just started. They don't have 20 years of dividends. No. Google, no. Berkshire Hathaway, no. Google, no. Eli Lilly, yes. AVGO, too pricey. Okay, so if you're going to buy VOO, you're getting 1.3% for the year. Okay, I'm going to make a video saying, WTF were you thinking? What were you thinking? Putting your money into something that pays you 1.3%. You can go to the bank and say, hey, give me a CD and get more than twice that. And a CD from a bank, and it's guaranteed. VOO is not guaranteed. Still using Robinhood after the store lose a card they pull on major squeeze it at me. Yeah, I'm still using it too. They do have a lot of perks and they do have a lot of drawbacks, but I can do it. You should see it, dude, really. Okay, you're not that far away. You should shoot on down. They actually have a trading group here in Sarasota. Vinny does it, the old man Vinny, and he gets all excited about 4% a year. He does, but he's old enough and he has enough money where 4% a year for him, he can live comfortably. I don't have enough to live comfortably on 4% a year. It opened my eyes to how the market works. Very interesting. Yep. You buying bonds now? Oh, hell no. Do you know what you're doing? Nope, I have no clue what I'm doing. I'm just faking it. I've been faking it for the last 20 years. Always professional as always with white screen looks too illuminated. Well, that's not me, the white screen. That's Yahoo Finance. Okay? Can you PM me and my wife are very interested. Georgie, what was that name? How do you pronounce that? GoPro Joe. God, I love that name. It took me a while to read because my eyes are bad. Don't get old. Getting old sucks. I come really close. Why no bonds? Curious. Okay, you name me one bond that pays over 50% per year. Okay, I'll wait. I'm sure 165 people here be more than happy to tell me which bond pays over 50% per year. All right. Jeff Burner. All right? Jeff Burner. Oh, always professional with white screen. Looks too illuminated. Yeah, like I said, I'm still getting it set up. Yeah, GoPro Joe. You look like Better Call Saul. I got a lot of interesting, celebrity look-alike thingies. Most bonds are just brought up by the government. Okay, I get it, but tell me which bond pays 50% or more? If I can get 50% or more doing it myself, why would I buy a bond? Yep, I'm getting over 50% per year doing covered calls. Why don't you have enough money to live comfortably on 4% if you're getting 50% return? Okay, did you just hear what you just said, Daddy Gillespie? If I'm getting 50% a year returns, okay, why can't I live on 4%? All right, let's say this. Let's say I have $1 million. 4% of $1 million is $40,000 a year. Can you live on $40,000 a year? Okay, if I had $1 million, 50% of it is $500,000 a year. So you asked me, would I prefer $500,000 a year, which is 50% of $1 million, or would I prefer $40,000 a year, which is 4% of $1 million? Okay, I'm a numbers guy. I like numbers. People lie. You ever see that TV show House with Hugh Laurie? Everybody lies. They do. Everybody lies. And people selling me VOO and ETFs and saying, hey, this is a safe yield. Yeah, great, wonderful. But look what you're trading for it. If I can get a safe, secure, predictable, consistent 1% per week, why would I trust my money to anyone else? Okay, that's all I'm doing. I'm just sharing what I am doing. I'm not telling you to do anything. Don't listen to a damn word I say. Do the research yourself. Look up at Apple. What can I buy Apple at this moment in time? $182.50. If I sell a covered call against Apple, I just bought for $182.50. Well, here it is right here, $182.50. I collect $2.22 a share. What does that come to? That's over 1% for the week. It's Apple. You've heard of Apple. This is not some obscure stock you've never heard of. It's Apple. What does Apple do every year? Let's take a look at what Apple does every single year. Okay, here's the seasonality chart. Blue represents this year. Look at the red. January 1st, December 31st. 10 years worth of data. It does nothing but go up. Okay, from the beginning of the year to the end of the year. Okay, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, all the way up until last year. 10 years of data right there. Okay, why wouldn't you buy Apple? Why isn't Apple in your portfolio? You buy it at the money, sell somebody the rights to buy it from you, and then you make your 1% per week. Okay, that's what I do. Okay, yeah, but Daddy, you actually think if I gave my money to someone else and they gave me 4% per year, you think I could live off of that? No, I can't. I already told you that. But I can live off of 1% per week. Because that's what I do. I live very comfortably off of 1% a week of what I have in my little nest egg. I got my little nest egg, I make 1% per week. That pays for all the obligations that I have, except for my children. It doesn't pay for that. Now, they're all in their 20s and 30s now, so they're all living on their own. So every once in a while they ask for something. Okay, fine. But yeah, I'm already past that. All right, hold on. I missed some of these questions. Sorry, guys, I have to go back a little bit. Still using Robinhood, got that one. Hope my eyes correct. No, I'm not doing bonds. Do you know what you're doing? No, I have no clue what I'm doing. Jeff Burner, always professional. We already did that one. Okay, GoPro Joe. Yeah, you got to PM me, dude. All right, it doesn't work the other way around. Why no bonds? We already did that one. Options, of course, options. That's better. All right, I'll laugh. Fake it till you make it. Jeffrey, I have no idea what you mean by that, Jeffrey, but okay. You look like better. Okay, not that one. Most bonds you're square up. Yep, whatever. You're getting 50%. Yep. Okay, cool stuff. This comment here. Where are you getting 50% owning stock and selling covered calls? Now, I'm really good with names. I know people who stop by more than once. This is your first time here. Nothing against it whatsoever. All I'm going to ask is, number one, be courteous. Number one, you don't have something good to say, don't say anything at all. Number two, just sit back and relax and learn. Does it make sense? Have you heard of Apple before? Have you heard of Microsoft? Those are the first two I showed you. I got a lot more to show. Okay, I'm going to be here till 11:30. I'm here every night, 9 p.m. to 11:30. Come back. I have some people, you'll see some people in the audience. They've been coming here every single night since January. Somebody was stupid enough to give me a platform in which to share my views. So here we are. I'm sharing my views. Safe, predictable, consistent, 1% per week. You want to do it? Fine. You don't need to be here. Seriously, it's really not that difficult. If you want to put your money in VOO, SCHLD, or any one of those ETFs, saying, hey, we can give you 8% a year, 10% a year, 11%. The highest I've seen so far, I think it was, we looked at it the other day, it was paying 11.6. Catherine, how are you doing, Catherine? I'm sorry about the quality over here on Facebook, Karen. I'm trying to figure out how to get one of my other cameras to sign into Facebook, and it's been very much of a challenge. So as I was saying, I can't live off 4% per year, and I wouldn't trust my money to anyone. Nobody has more interest in your money than you. Funny thing about brokers, they don't care whether you make money or not. They only care if that you're getting a commission. You see the movie, what is it? Cash Secured Puts. Love Cash Secured Puts. I do, but I don't teach it here. Why don't I teach it here? Because I only teach the strategy that I taught my 9-year-old daughter. Now, there's lots of ways to make money. I could add a lot more to this so you can make a lot more money, but then it gets a lot more confusing. Okay, now I do have other platforms where I share other complicated trading strategies that make, if you can believe it or not, make more money than 50% per year. But this one here, I'm staying true to the rules that I created for my 9-year-old daughter back in 2008. Has to be simple, has to be safe, has to be predictable, consistent, and no way to lose. Okay, that's the 5 criteria. 1, never buy something you don't want to hold long term. 2, never sell at a loss. 3, make sure it has 20 years or more of increased dividends. 4, weekly options, and then make sure the numbers work. Apple, the numbers, 182.50. The 182.50, $2.22. $2.22 comes to 1.2% for the week. Can I live comfortably on 1.2% per week? Well, 1.2% per week multiplied by 52 weeks in the year comes to a grand total of 63%. Where else can you get a 63% return on your money? I'm just talking about one company, Apple. Now, do not put all your money in one company. Every time I make a trade, okay, all right, I like having 5 companies at a time. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 20%, 20%, 20%, 20%, 20%. So if I have $1 million, it's 200,000 here, 200,000 here, 200,000. If I have 100,000, 20,000, 20,000, 20,000. If I have 50,000, then it's 10,000, 10,000, 10,000. I split it up evenly. Now, I always have at least 5 in my account. If I sell something this week, then I'll only buy one thing next week. Okay, very rarely does everything get called out on Friday and then 100% cash the following week. Every once in a while, I'll 1, 2, 3 of them will sell in the week, and then the next week I have to buy 3. Okay, I do all my buying based on the. Let me get it. Don't go away. Here we go. There. Based on the calendar. We all know what a calendar is. March 2024. Okay, this was last month. Okay. This end of February, beginning of March. These are all these little green dots are the companies that had their dividends in the month of March. Okay. Comcast, Cisco, American Express, Bristol Myers Squibb, JP Morgan, Newmont, AIG, Walmart, T. Rowe Price, Kimberly Clark, Heinz Keynes, Occidental Petroleum, eBay. You heard of almost every single one of those companies. Those are the only ones I look at. Okay, safe companies, companies that are basically household names. Now, Altria, I don't know if Altria is a household name, but they're a dividend king. They've been in business for over 100 years. They have increased their dividends every single year for 5 decades. That's 50 years. 50 years, every single year, higher and higher dividends. Not once in a while. You'll see some companies that increase their dividends every once in a while. No, Altria, every single year. Okay, so if you're getting $1 this year, next year you're getting more than $1. The year after that, more than that. The year after that, more than that. Consistently increasing. Why wouldn't you buy that? Seriously, it's Altria, a dividend king, 50 years or more of consecutively increased dividends. Why wouldn't you buy it? Okay, let's see what the numbers look like. Let's get out of here. Hold on a second. Let's get out of there. Let's go over here. Altria, M-O. Okay. Altria, $44.35. So the closest one is going to be the 45. All right, so it's only paying 29 cents. All right, so you're not getting 1% on Altria. Math is tough. Tommy, I can almost guarantee you math is not tough. Okay, if you're making $10 an hour and you're working 40 hours a week, you're making $400. Okay, if you want to buy a new car and it's a $25 payment, now you have to get another $25. You have to work an hour and a half. It's really not that difficult. Don't make it more confusing than it has to be. But you've been doing this for the last 20 years. You should be more than okay. Please don't tell me how to spend my money, spend my time. Seriously, I'm comfortable right where I am. Covered call is good, but very basic. My local, you're absolutely 100% correct. I'm giving this information for free. This is all you need. You don't need anything else. However, I do have other stuff. Okay, this one, safe, secure, predictable, consistent, 1% per week. That's over 50% per year. If I'm giving this information away for free, what do you think I have up my sleeve that I'm not giving away for free? I'm a nice guy, but I'm not that nice. Okay, I have other trading strategies to get between 100 to 300% per year, safely. A little more risk, but safely. Okay, so this is just, hey, I'm sick of the BS. I'm helping out the little guy. I was a little guy once. Okay, nobody was around showing me this stuff. Okay, this is free information. You take it, you buy it, if it makes sense. Okay, I always go back to rule number 1 and rule number 2. Never buy something you don't want to hold long term. However you want to interpret that. Never buy something you don't understand. Never buy something you can't explain it quickly. Altria has been in business for over 100 years. All right, you go home and you talk to your mom. Yeah, Mom, well, yeah, this company's been in business for over 100 years. They've increased their dividend payments. A dividend is your share of the profits. Once you buy stock, you own part of the company. You're entitled to a portion of the profits. So if the company's profitable, of course they're profitable, but they're in business for 100 years. This is not a new company. Oh, it's like 3 years old. They're doing great. Well, of course they're doing great after 3 years. But how are you doing after 100 years? Okay, they're over 100 years old, and they're still increasing their dividends every single year. That, to me, is a no-brainer. Anytime a dividend king comes up on my radar, sure, no-brainer. Okay, so let's look at it. If I buy it at $4.35, because that's what the market maker wants, okay, the 450 is the closest one. It's 29 cents. Okay, so let's do the math on 29 cents. Clear that. 0.29 divided by the purchase price, 44.35. That comes to a grand total of 0.6%. It's a little over 0.5% per week. So what does that come to a year? Multiply that by 52. All right, it's 34% a year. Okay, the company's not giving you 1% per week. They're giving you a little bit less than 1%, but it's still 34%. Where else are you getting 34% on a company that's over 100 years old? Seriously, 100 years old. All right, covered call's good. Let's go to some more of these questions. I go a little slower. Sorry about that. There you go. That 32. My thought as well. All right. Do you think Enbridge worth buying? I don't even know who they are. Sorry. Apple going to 158. Don't know. Sorry, I missed Walgreens. I haven't done Walgreens yet. Okay, we'll take Walgreens in a little bit. Now, for those guys that are new here, Walgreens, one of my favorites. I buy them almost every week if their numbers look right. Everybody's heard of Apple? Yes, they have. My local, and when Apple goes down, then what happens to your 50% claim? Well, I like people that hit me with good questions. So here's a question for you. All right, let's bring Apple back up again. Okay, here's Apple. All right. A year ago, here we are. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Stop me when you know, if you miss something. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Are you getting the hint yet? Up, down, up, down, up, down. It's very repetitive. That's all it does. It goes up, it goes down. So the question would be, all right, when I look at Apple, all right, and this is another reason why I like the weeklies. All right, here's a 30-day period. I just grabbed a 30-day period. Look, okay, here's a low over here, 180, okay, 30-day high. She comes back down. Here's your 30-day bottom. What happens after a 30-day bottom? Seriously, what happens after a 30-day bottom? Well, you buy it, and then it goes up. What happens when it goes up? Well, it comes back down again. And then look, it hits another 30-day bottom. Okay, not quite. This 30-day bottom here, okay, this one here, on the 2nd of February, was 179.25. Okay, it goes from 179.25 up to 191. It drops back down to 180, and it shoots back up to 185, and it brought back down to 179. All it does is it goes up, it goes down. So here's the question. If I'm going to buy it after it comes down from a 30-day high, because you can only have one 30-day high, and you can only have one 30-day bottom, okay? Argue all you want, okay? Only one 30-day high, only one 30-day bottom. Okay, so it hits a 30-day bottom, 2 days to the upside, that's when I jump in. I like 2 days to the upside after a 30-day bottom. Okay, great. So, do the numbers work? What am I getting? Okay, I'm getting 1%. Great. I make my 1%, I get the hell out. And then I wait 90 days for the next dividend. I only buy a stock 10 days before the dividend. Why? Because stocks have a tendency to go up before the dividend. That's why it's called dividend investing for weekly cash flow. Okay, I look where the dividend is. Hold on. Okay, I look where the dividend is. See these green dots? That tells me where the dividend is. Okay, BBY, Bed Bath & Beyond. Great. I'll look at it on the 4th. If everything looks good, I'll buy it. Buy it here. If I make my 1% Monday and I'm out by Friday, I won't look at it again for another 90 days because they pay a dividend every 90 days. Okay, if the stock goes down, fine, I'll just hold on to it. Okay, yeah, I might not get 1% every week. Now, if we come back up to here, hold on a second. 3M. Nope, not there. Right here. All right, you ready? Week number 5. Okay, this is week number 5 of this year. Look at right here. 5 positions. Ford, General Motors, 3M, Target, Morgan Stanley. Okay, so I got 3M on week number 5. Oh, look, week number 6. I still have 3M, and I collected another premium. Week number 7. Oh, I still have 3M. I collected another premium. That's 3 so far. Okay. Week number 8. I still have 3M. Now we're at 4 premiums and 1 dividend. Okay, because I like to get 2 weeks before the dividend. So 4 weeks, premium, premium, dividend, premium. Okay, so now I got 5 premiums and 1 dividend. Okay, week number 8. Week number 9. I still have 3M as another premium. So now I'm at 6 premiums and 1 dividend. Week number 10. Still have 3M. All right. Week number 10, I actually got my goal. So now I'm out of 3M. So what happened? I had 3M for what? 8 weeks? 9 weeks? Let's get out of this. That screen's bright. Okay, so I bought, Okay. Sorry, they got to verify that I'm human. Okay, so I bought 3M. It went down, okay, and I collected, 7 or 8 premiums and 1 dividend. But it finally came back up and I sold it. Does it happen all the time? No. The longest I've ever held anything was Kimberly-Clark. That was last year. I held it on for 9 months. But you know what? It went down. It came back up. I didn't lose. Rule number one, never buy something you don't want to hold long term. Number two, never sell at a loss. I haven't had a single loss at all this year. Okay, now, will I take a loss? Yeah, I'll take one eventually when the numbers work for it. But until then, I'll buy something before the dividend date. Okay, I will collect the 1%. If I collect the 1% and it doesn't hit my target, fine, I'll do it again. Okay, week 2, I'll do it again, collect the 1%. Okay, if it doesn't hit my target then I'll go into week number 3, which is where the dividend is. So, premium, dividend. Okay, Walmart, right here. I'll buy it here, collect my 1%. If it hits my target, great. I won't see it again for another 90 days. Because it pays every quarter, every 90 days. Okay, so hopefully that answers your question, Milo. Dave, 99. Hey, Dave, 99. I did Macy's today for 19, sold, got 37 cents my very first trade. Cool beans, Dave, way to go. Just for that, we'll take a quick look at Macy's. Macy's is one of my favorites. Okay, because the premiums are just nuts. Every single week they get nice premiums. All right, let's get out of here. Let's go to here, and we'll put in Macy's. Now, for those of you guys who don't know, Dave 99, I did call him the other day. He joined our morning trading group. He bought Macy's today. All right, if I want to buy Macy's tomorrow morning, $19.15. Okay, the closest one is going to be the $19.50, 41 cents a share. Now, the nice thing about that is, let's look at it from two different directions. Okay, let's look at the 19, which is in the money, and then the 19.50, which is out of the money. What does that mean? Well, if I'm buying it at 19.15 and I sell the 19s, I'm losing 15 cents a share, right? Okay, buy it 19.15 and I sell it at 19, I'm losing 15 cents a share. But they're compensating me right here. They're giving me 63 cents a share as an incentive to do so. So let's see what that looks like. Okay, let's clear that. 63 cents a share. This is the $19 strike price we're talking about. We haven't even looked at the chart yet. Okay, this is the $19 strike price right there. Okay, I'm buying it at $19.15. I'm losing 15 cents right at the top. So the premium right there is 63 cents. So I'm going to subtract the 15 cents off of that. Okay, now I'm going to walk away with 48 cents. I'm buying it at $19.15. Okay, I'm selling somebody the right to buy it from me at 19, which is a covered call. Buy at 19.15, I sell it at 19. Yeah, I'm losing money, but no, I'm not, because they're giving me 63 cents in premium. And that, after I subtracted the 15-cent loss, I get 48 cents. Now, I know 48 cents doesn't sound like a lot of money, but let's do the math. Divided by the purchase price of 19. Why 19 and why not 19.15 when I'm paying for it? Well, because I already subtracted the 15 cents out of the equation. So why double decrease? Give me 1 second, I have to get a battery. I need a battery. Nice and cool in that. Buddy, what are you doing, buddy? All right, give me 1 second, guys. All right, I got a fan blowing on the cameras to keep them cool. All right, so we're dividing the profit, 48 cents, by the purchase price, $19. And that's going to give us a grand total of 2.5%. Why is that 2.5% really awesome? Well, number one, the stock's already at 19. So if the stock goes up, I'm making my 2.5%. If the stock doesn't move at all, stays right where it is, by Friday, I'm still making my 2.5%. If the stock comes down, it can come down, but as long as it's above 19, it can come down 15 cents, and I'm still making my money. So it's $2,000. So it's 2,000 with no buy and power. I have no idea what we're talking about. I missed a lot of the questions, guys. I gotta go back a little bit. Hold on. Secretariat, buy before the dividend, EX date. Okay. Wow, I missed a lot of questions. Holy cow. Just using logic. There you go. It's sideways Apple. Okay. Nobody has time for that. If you can't trade with the trend, you shouldn't be trading. All right, Zach, I can't help you out with that, dude.
Just show it the week stock each time. All right, Casper, I can't help you out with either. Neo, we looked at Neo last week. It was a no. KD, you're here. Nice to see you. Calls on AT&T just because it's cheap and good dividends. All right, Casper. I don't like AT&T. The premiums are horrible, but okay. If you knew, let me tell you a fact. I have returned an average of 1.75% a week for the last 10 weeks. Secretariat, dude, you gotta join the morning group. Okay, if you're only getting that, all right, never mind. Do you sell weeklies? Yes, I do. Only. Procter & Gamble, love Procter & Gamble. Leggett and Platt, we'll write those down. Okay, Procter & Gamble, just in case you guys didn't know, another dividend king. Okay, over 100 years old, you know who Procter & Gamble is. Okay, PG and LELG. All right, we'll take a look at those also. But let's keep going. See if I make money on companies downtrend. All right, Zach, good for you. Do you make 50% per year with 5-10 minutes a week? I'm sorry, 5-10 minutes a day? Randall Ray, you're back again. Secretariat, yes. I sell weeklies. Hey, Tea with Marie, how you doing there, my dear? Casper, I have no idea what you're saying. Just using logic. Well, good for you. Okay, this trading strategy was created for a 9-year-old. All right, so it's very simple, safe, predictable, consistent, and no way to lose. Okay, I don't see why you'd want to make it more complicated. Safe, predictable, consistent. Wait a minute, safe, simple, safe, predictable, whatever. Okay, 5 criteria. Never buy something you don't want to hold long term. Never sell at a loss. Make sure you have 20 years or more of increased dividends, weekly options, and make sure the numbers work. The question here is Apple going up or down overall? Don't need to be a rocket scientist. Zach99, you're right, you don't. The Romantic Gentleman, what a cool name. Everything is reversed on the screen. The chart's reversed, memory image, it's an option. Yeah, Romantic Gentleman, you're absolutely 100% correct. It is an option on this camera. It's not an option on that camera, not an option on that camera, not an option on that camera. So if I change one camera, then all the other ones look weird to me. Okay, now you're my guest, I'm not your guest. Okay, this camera here, this screen here is live on YouTube. Okay, you don't have to look at me, but if you want the information, go to YouTube. It's live. Sit on your couch, watch it on your big screen TV, grab some popcorn, do the numbers work. Does what I'm saying make sense? Okay, yeah, it is mirrored. Okay. Buy before the dividend date? Yes. 10 days before the dividend date, Auntie. I use James's technique, diversify each week with 10 and 12 positions. Wow, that's a lot. You spread out your risk quite a bit, man. Moving averages, etc. This guy isn't teaching anything. All right, Zach99, thank you for that. I feel much better about my position in life, Secretary. He does not get into positions for the dividend, just looking forward. Yep, that's good. What's a premium? Oh, pure white, premium. Okay, I'm assuming you're over the age of 18. Okay, if you're over the age of 18, you have car insurance. You have homeowners insurance. That monthly fee you pay every month or once a year, that is called a premium. All right? So, if somebody wanted to buy this from me at $19, they're going to pay a premium. It's an insurance policy. That's all it is. They just call it a premium. If you're looking at it, it was created. These were options were created in the early 1970s as insurance against losses. Okay, it was a cool idea, and that's what they used it for. Okay, if you own a stock and the stock went up, well, I want insurance that's not going to go down. That's what it was for. But some creative people say, well, if that's what it's for, let me do this, this, and this, and I start making money off of it. Okay, does it make sense? If I buy Macy's and I sell somebody the right to buy it from me, I collect 2.5%, even if the stock goes down. Okay, that's the way I look at it. What chart app is that? All right, Ben, that is Thinkorswim. What's a premium? Richard, a premium is basically what I just said. It's like an insurance policy. Okay, if I own the stock and you want to buy the stock from me at $19, you pay me $60. You can either buy the stock at $19, or you can buy the option to buy it from me at 63 cents a share. So which one's more affordable, the $19 or the 63 cents a share? Well, 63 cents a share is cheaper if the stock goes up. If you know the stock was going to go up, would you pay $19 a share or would you pay 63 cents a share? It's logic. Debit spreads. I love debit spreads, but I don't teach that here. Who has money for companies like that? Like at least 8,000 shares. 19 bucks is too much. Don't do that. Do a cheaper one. I showed you MPW earlier this morning. I mean, earlier this afternoon. That was like $4 a share. All right. Go to some more questions. Roth, I'm doing them with no buying power. All right, Roth, good for you. Macy's at 1906 per share. Zach, 99. 1906 was the last traded price. The last traded price for Macy's, 1906. If I want to sell it tomorrow morning, I'm going to get 1906. If I want to buy it, I'm going to pay 1915. Okay, you have the last, the bid, the ask, the volume, the open, the high, and the low. Okay, all these numbers, I don't make those up. Those are supplied by the market maker. How much do you need in your account to trade options? It all depends on what you want to do. To trade options, you can buy an option for 15 cents per share. Okay, that's 15 bucks per contract. But you got to know what you're doing when you're buying options or selling options. All right, how much do you need? Okay, Gen Xer 99. I'm a Gen Xer myself. Power to the people. All right, anyway, by selling a covered call on Apple is going to 182 is going to lock up 18,000. Gen Xer, I'm not 100% sure what you mean by that. But if you're buying 1,000 shares at 182, you're going to lock up 18 grand. You're investing in Apple. Okay, you don't have to do it, you know. But when you buy a stock, most people buy stock and just hold on to it for years. Okay, great. Take your 18,000, buy 1,000 shares, and just let it sit. Wait for it to go up. It's the same thing, but here you're taking the advantage of collecting a weekly cash flow from it. Okay, it's a little different. Price discrepancy help with trading direction. GoPro Joe, I'm not quite sure what you mean by price discrepancy help with trade direction. I don't know what you mean by that question. All right, Alexandra, is the 10-day before dividend a hard line because M goes EX in mid-June? All right, Alexandra, that's a good question. Now, this is just trading strategy I teach. Whether or not you want to do 5 days before the EX date, whether you want to do 3 weeks before the EX date, whether you want to disregard the EX date altogether, it's totally up to you. Okay, I created a trading strategy for my 9-year-old daughter back in 2008, and I've been teaching the exact same thing every year since. Okay, so let's go here. Okay, go to the YouTube channel. And hold on a second, let's go into the YouTube channel. I want to show you something really quick. Going to videos, oldest.
Hi, I'm JC, and you being part of my internet website club thingy, which my dad doesn't let me calling it that, but I do. Being part of that, you're good.
Anyway, no, seriously. All right, so that was my daughter. Okay, so this video was done like 12 years ago. And there's me. I had more hair back then. Okay, but you see I'm standing in front of a whiteboard. Okay, January, February, March, April, and it's going to be how many dividend stocks were available in each week. Okay, this is what I used to send out to people back then. Okay, now it's just a little bit different because it's so much easier. And now somebody gave me live, the ability to talk to you guys live. So I put this video up like 12 years ago.
I want to show you this cool little calculator. You put in the stock symbol, and it gives you all this information about it.
That's when she was 12. You guys were here last night, and she did stop in and say hi.
We'll put it from lowest to highest to lowest.
So I created the trading strategy for her when she was 9. It had to be simple, it had to be safe, it had to be predictable, consistent, and no way she could lose. Okay? Never buy something you want to hold long term. Hey, Ivy Bug, how you doing? Never buy something you don't want to hold long term. Never sell at a loss. Make sure it has 20 years of increased dividends, weekly options, and make sure the numbers work. The numbers are over here. If I'm buying it at 19.15 and I'm selling the 19s, I'm getting 2.5%. Why won't I do it? Macy's is a dividend king. They've increased their dividends for more than 5 decades. Why wouldn't I? Macy's comes up, I always buy it. As a matter of fact, I buy it just for the sake of owning it because they consistently give me more than 1% per week. Do I put all my money in? No, I only put a small amount. Get that consistent 1 or 2% from Macy's every single week. But yeah, to answer your question, Alexander, no, you can buy 10 days before, 5 days before. Just make sure the numbers work. Zach, share price goes up 1% and you have 1,000 shares. I'm not quite sure your math is right there, dude. Did we do UPS? No, Jill, we haven't done UPS yet. I was just talking about there. We haven't done Starbucks yet. My favorite stock is Macy's, Walgreens, Nordstrom's. There was a few other ones. Hey, James, how does tax work on premiums? Okay, Eric. L-Rock, is that right? Now, when it comes to taxes, I always tell people, hey, somebody's over here saying hi. Rick, how you doing over there? All right. I always tell people, when it comes to taxes, you need to talk to a tax strategist or tax planner. Okay? So when it comes to trading, all depends on how you have your trading account registered. Okay? Mine's at a corporate name. I pay corporate taxes, but I have corporate losses, which offsets the profits. Yep. Okay. Do you roll options end of the week? Okay, now, Smokey Joe. Now, I've been trading for over 20 years. I never knew about rolling options until just recently. So I just started using it. I think it's phenomenal. It's cool. I want to be out by the end of the week. I would prefer not to roll. That means I have to carry it another week. But if the premiums are good enough, maybe I will. But preferably, I'd like to be back into cash on Monday. We're going to take a look at NEM. What kind of volume are you doing on each trade? Well-minded gentlemen, okay? I got 6 different accounts. I showed you 2 of them. Okay, so one account I usually have between 4 and 6 positions. Okay, the other accounts really none of your business. Sorry, I'm nice, but I'm not that nice. I show more than enough. All right, Thomas. It's called the spread. Yep, I get that. What about Starbucks? We haven't got Starbucks yet. Can't covered calls on F make sense? They could if the premiums were good. 100 shares per contract, correct. To open a margin account for options trading. GoPro Joe, yeah. I don't suggest people doing margin accounts until you understand what the risks are. Debit spreads use no buying power. Yes, I get that. I don't teach debit spreads here. Where do you see Apple heading tomorrow? Do you provide dividend cutoff? Yes, I do. How does this work if option holders are not entitled to dividends? I guess you should buy your book. Not necessarily so, Survival Farms. Okay, I think I'm subscribed to one of your channels. So I like that Survival Farm stuff. If you own the stock, okay, before the EX, there's 4 dates you got to remember. There's the announcement date, there's the EX date, there's the date of record, and then there's the payment date. Okay, the announcement date, self-explanatory. They tell you when they're going to pay the dividend. Okay, the EX date, second one, last day the stock trades before the dividend is paid. The very next day is the date of record. Whoever owns the stock, not the option, owns the stock on the date of record is entitled to that dividend. I prefer to be out of it before. I prefer just to collect the premiums, no dividends at all. I do collect dividends once in a while, but I don't. That's not my main goal. And then the last one is the payment date. That's self-explanatory. Typically wants the share to go. Yep, thanks, 86. Yes. Your live welcome message got cut off. My goal is a safe, predictable 1% per week. Julie, we haven't done UPS yet. We're getting there. I'm still going with these questions because you guys keep asking me more questions than I can get to. I got a text message today saying it's from you. Is that actually you? Okay, Phineas. I think I may have sent you one, but I only respond to people who send me them. Okay, now, number one, I will never ask you for money. I will never tell you anything about crypto. I don't do it. I will never say anything about WhatsApp, and I will never say anything about Telegram. Okay, there's 22. Count them. As I counted 2 or 3 weeks ago, there's 22 people pretending to be me. 22. Okay? So if you really want to talk to me, really, seriously, and if you're serious about it, DM me your number. I will give you a call. You can ask a lot of the people in the conversation here. Does he call? Yes, I do. Can't call Phineas because Phineas is in South Africa. Okay, I don't have that in my trading, my calling plan. Sorry. I have 700 shares of F. Can I do this each week? Yeah, you can sell 7 contracts each week. We'll get to F in a little bit. Wait a second. Where's the book? A book. Okay, F is not on the list, but now it is. Okay, we're going to get to F in a little bit. It's 10:30. We're going to be here for another hour. Okay, so I'm here every night, 9 p.m. to 11:30. Okay, do you need to check the news about a company before you make a move besides reading the chart? Donna Allen, how are you feeling? I'm doing fine, Donna Allen. Now, the reason why I don't pay attention to the news, somebody asked me if I pay attention to the news. Option holder, not dividend, yep. Okay. Now, the reason why I don't pay attention to the news, besides chart reading, here's the reason. I'm getting to it. Hold on. All my decisions, okay, after I look at all the information, okay, number 1, does it have 20 years of increased dividends? Number 2, does it have weekly options? That's my criteria, okay? 9,503 companies in the stock market. That's how many companies there are. Okay, just to get verified, let's go here real quick. Go right there. Come up to a company called Inviz. Okay, go to the stock screener. Right there. Very first thing I want you to see. Holy shit. Okay, so I was wrong. You ready? Uh-oh, let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. All right. Right over here. You ready? See that number right there? 9,519 companies. Last week it was 9,503. Now they have 16 more companies. So there's 9,519 companies in the stock market. Very first one, Allegiant Group, Alcoa, AXS First Priority, Goldman Sachs, a physical gold ETF. Anyway, there's 9,519 companies available in the stock market. You can buy any one of those. However, I want companies that share their profits. To share your profits, you have to pay out a dividend. So I want to go right here. You ready? The dividend yield. I want to put something right there. So I want positive dividend yield. So let's put it at 2%. That's not huge. It's just small. Okay? Now look. 3,280 companies sharing dividends. If you buy a share, you own part of the company. You're entitled to a portion of the profits. Okay, so a 2% yield, 3,280 companies have a 2% or higher yield. If I want to change the yield, I come right here. Let's go up to 4% yield. Okay, a 4% yield. All right, 1,800 different companies. That's still a lot to go through. Okay, so I want to come over here next. I want to make sure they have options. Right there, options. Unfortunately, it doesn't distinguish between weekly options and monthly options. So once I hit that options, now what? 979. Okay, so it doesn't distinguish between weekly or monthly. So I want to get out of there. Okay, I don't need that one. I don't need this one. I'll leave it there anyway. Okay, so out of 9,500 and whatever it was, 9,519 stocks to choose from, only about 175 to 200 actually make my personal list. After they make my list, I check out the fundamentals. I check out the profit and losses. I check out the increase in dividends. I check out all that crap before I put it into my calendar. Once it's on my calendar, okay, once it's on my calendar, I never even bother looking at it again for a whole year. After a year, I'll say, all right, does Halliburton Okay, we all know who Halliburton is. That's a big defense contractor. Does Halliburton deserve to stay on my list? Well, I'll take a quick look at it. If it deserves to stay on my list, it stays on the list. I never, ever, ever check and see anything about news, anything about earnings, nothing. If it's on my list, it had earned the right to get there by increasing its dividends for more than 20 years and having weekly options. Once they cut the dividends, it comes off the list. Most of the time, not all the time. Okay? I do have some exceptions once in a while. Like Ford is an exception. General Motors is an exception. A few other ones. Okay? But if it's on my list, I never do any news. Why? Because it has nothing to do with the dividend. Okay? Once the dividend is announced, right here, here's your 4 dates. Okay? The dividend, 40 cents. The announcement date, the ex-dividend date, the date of record, and the payment date. That's the only thing I'm interested in. When do they pay out their dividends? Once I figure that out, very next step is the numbers. Okay? I take a quick look. 1915, that's what I can pay for it. I'll get 63 cents. That's way more than 1%. Great. Now I will look at the chart. All right, here's the 1-year chart. Here's the high. Here's the low. Here's where it was a year ago. Here's where it is now. That's the 1-year chart. Great. After that, I want to take a look at the 90 days. What has it done in the last 90 days? All right, first thing. Here's the high. Here's the low. Where was it? Where is it? Okay, this can only be one 90-day high. There can only be one 90-day low. Okay, great. So I like it. Then I start to look for patterns. Goes up, back, up, back, up, back. Gaps up. Look at the gap. Gap's way up. Okay, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, so I start to see what the patterns look like. What is the buying and selling looking like? Where's the highs? Where's the lows? Then I want to go to the 30-day. 30-day, right there. Okay, and then I want to do the exact same thing. Okay, 30, the high. Again, it can only be one 30-day high. There can only be one 30-day low. Okay, where was it 30 days ago? Where is it now? Okay, right now it's at 1906. Isn't it a good position? No, it's not. Look, okay, the 30-day low right here. That's what I want to buy in a 30-day low. So I buy it, and now we're up here. We, the buyers and sellers, we decide what's too high and what's too low. If it was worth more than $20.40 back here, it would have went higher because we would have kept on buying it. If it was worth $50, it would have went up to $50. But 3 weeks ago, it wasn't. It was only worth $20. All right, so then it dropped and got down to 18. Wait a minute, Macy's at 18? This is a dividend king. They've been increasing their dividends for 5 decades. They've been in business for over 100 years. $18 a share? Oh, hell yeah. It gets on $18, yeah, I'll buy it. I mean, I have 3,700 shares. Not a whole bunch, but it's enough. Okay? And the numbers work. The numbers work. The chart at this moment in time, I would not buy it tomorrow, but I already own it, so I look at the numbers when I have it at. Okay? That's what I look for. Okay, so do I buy it when it's at a high? No. Okay, will I buy it at a low? No. I'll wait for it to make the bottom and stop making a turn to go to the upside. Because you can look at any chart you want, whether it's 5 years, 10 years, 3 days, 5 days, 10 days, 20 days, 90 days. There's going to be one high and there's going to be one low. And then you'll see it go up, you'll see it come down. You'll see it go up, you'll see it come down. That's all they do. The idea is once it comes down from a 30-day high and finds a 30-day bottom, great. Now, where's my 2 days to the upside? 2 days to the upside, I buy it. And when it goes from here to there, I want that 1%. That's it. Safe, predictable, consistent. All right. More questions? Hopefully that answered your question there, Oakton. In the middle of the price range, what do you want to see in the chart? I just explained that. You're standing up. You must be getting serious. I might be. Well, I'm actually at my son's house. Okay, so we're just getting the trading room, the broadcast room set up. Okay, so we actually took the day off today. Got to take care of some business. Went out to eat, had some fun, chilled, hung out with my grandson. So I didn't do very much today. But tomorrow we'll jump back on it again. Fidelity, he has a lot of scammers out there. Do not pay them any money. Yeah, do not pay anyone any money. There are a lot of scammers out there. There are. I have to commend them. You know, it was funny. Funny thing is, I'm here doing a live one day, And then I showed up at my own live. Said, Dividend Stock Talk is here. Dividend Stock Talk just joined. It's like, really? The guy got some set of balls to use my name and to come to my live. Yeah. Anyway, I had to delete him. That's wild. Yes, it is. MRSTR rolls are 660,000. I have no idea what that means. Are you gambling against Buffett on Paramount? Not necessarily so. Okay, now, Paramount was never on my list personally. Okay, never was. The only time Paramount came onto my list is when Warren Buffett introduced it. So I started taking a look at the numbers. Okay, Paramount is, they make movies, the Paramount movies. So once I looked at it, the numbers looked good, so we started buying it, started making a nice premium on it. I'm in the business for 28 years as a member of the MX Exchange. Hey, cool beans. I'm kind of curious. Love to have a conversation with you. Send me your number. I'll give you a buzz. We can talk stocks. Woohoo! Dividend Stock Talk. Anyway. And the NYS Boutique. Can you give an example of a cheaper stock as I have less to invest, or suggest a good one? Just sit, you're new here, don't be in a hurry. Just take your time. There are decent stocks under $10. There are decent stocks under $5. They don't come up as often as the mid-range. Hey, GoPro Joe, nope. Lost it all, restarted learning as I got it. Giving up. Oh, not giving, okay, got it. Oh, good for you, GoPro Joe. Mikey, Jake, winner, I missed some. I'm newcomer here. Cool beans. I like to listen to you. Well, thank you very much. All right, so I've gone through all the questions. Good, now we can get to some new stocks. Okay, so you guys keep popping the questions at me. Just let you know, I do have ADD. So when I see this thing move, I stop what I'm doing and I go listen, I go read some. Okay, next on the list, ETH. Really? I never heard of ETH. It's funny. Okay, for those guys who are new here. Okay, this is just this week. Okay, look at all the stocks you guys have me take a look at. That's this week. Okay, this is last week. Okay, you notice in the top corner. Okay, see in the top corner, you'll see there's like 6 stocks that are circled. So anytime I find a decent stock from what you guys suggest, I write it down and I circle it. And we have people here, oh, he wrote down, he circled it. That must be a good one. So this week, look what we got. Paramount, Gap, IBM, Intel, US Steel, Whirlpool, PSX, Macy's, Starbucks, Walgreens, and Mosaic, and Certified Freight, and Dollar General. Cool. All right, so we're looking at ETH. Okay, ETH. What is ETH? ETH. Ethan Allen. Cool. There's no option, so that's a no. Sorry. No to Ethan Allen. Plug. PLUG. Never heard of him. PLUG. $2.50. That's going to be a no. $2.50. Okay. Now, I seriously doubt they have dividends at $2.50. Feelings on REITs. We did a REIT earlier. MPW. It paid a freaking nice dividend. Nice premium. All right, IEP's a no. Ooh, and Apache. Ooh. All in the money at the moment. All right, way to go, Al. Okay. We like the circled ones. Yeah, I'm sure you do. Okay. ABEV. I've never heard of it. Let's take a quick look at it. I'm writing it down. We probably won't get it tonight. ABVE. Is that right? ABVE? EV. ABEV. All right. I am. One of these days, I'm going to go. Maybe I'll do a weekly. WTF. Weeklies. What the fuck are you thinking? It always boggles my mind. You'll slave working 40 hours a week. Some of you working 40 hours a week in jobs you don't like. And then you take that money that you have to save up for your retirement and you'll give it to someone else to take care of it for you, or you'll put it into something like VOO or SCHLD or some other ETF that pays you what, 3%, 5%, 8%? One of them paid QYLD, paid 11.6% per year. Okay, don't get me wrong, 11.6%, it's almost 1% per month. Okay, that's the best one I've seen so far. But if I'm doing 1% a week, why would I possibly give my money up to someone else? What are we looking at? Plug. Plug at $2.50. Really? PLUG into, here we go. No dividends. So that's a no. Sorry. Okay, so when I ask you guys, when you're suggesting stocks for me to look at, I would prefer companies that have dividends, okay, and increase dividends and have weekly options. That way we're not wasting everyone's time. Okay, Plug, we're wasting everyone's time. Okay, because it doesn't fit the criteria. If the stock goes down, oh, wait a minute, look. If the stock goes down, which the stock is going down, what are you collecting? You're not collecting anything because they're not sharing their profits. Okay, so why would I put my money into a company that's not sharing their profits? I'm at that point in my life where I don't want capital growth. I don't want, hey, invest $10,000 here in 15, 20 years, you can double or triple your money. Oh, hell no. I will take the 1% per week. Granted, it's a tiny little bit, but I can live comfortably off of 1% now than 100 or 200 or 500% 10 years from now. Okay, I don't want to go back to work if I don't have to. I've done how old am I now? Shit. I've done 47 years. I started my first job when I was 13. Okay, I was working at Old Man Simmons Farm. I had quite a bit of interesting learning lessons. Thank you, Tommy. PLG, no. Yep, no. Run, never heard of Run. Procter & Gamble, we haven't got that yet. Costco, nope. Oh, why does everybody like O? O doesn't have weekly options. It's a monthly. And it's what companies you like that have dividends next week. You're going to have to come back next week. How do you manage the drop? Down a bit on Win, but sold some good covered calls already. Oh, let's take a look at Win, because I actually own some WIN. And, all right, I do. I own some Win. WYNN. Okay. 95.70. The 96. Oh, look at that. The 96s are still going for $1.45. Okay, so here's my thought on Win. All right, Cuevo, is that right? Cuevio? I don't know if I said that right. All right, first thing I want to look at, the numbers. Okay, 95.70. The 96s are going for $1.45. That's well over 1%. Okay, that's the goal. Okay, now I'm looking at the chart, the 1 year chart. The high, the low. Where was it? Where is it? Okay, fine. That looks okay to me. Now let's look at the 90-day chart. The high was 113.50. The low was 81.70. The last 90 days. Okay, 90 days ago, first thing I want to look at, where's the high? Where's the low? Where was it? Where is it? Okay. Now, I want and look at the pattern. Okay? Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Have you seen a stock yet that went sideways? No. They go down, they go up. Okay, the last 30 days, the 8th. Okay, last 30 days. You ready? The high, the low. Where was it? Where is it? Okay, so you want to know how to deal with the drops. Well, here you go. Here's your 30-day high. Okay, what did it do? It came down. Okay, came down to here. Jumped back up a little bit. Came down again. Up a little bit. Then came down. Now our 30-day bottom is right here. Last Wednesday. Okay, last Wednesday was a 30-day bottom. So I like 2 days to the upside.
Thursday was an up day. Friday was an up day. So I jumped in on Monday. Okay, I'm perfectly okay with that. Now, could it turn around and go back down? Yes, it could. But could it go back to the upside? Because your 30-day high is here. What do? They go down, they go up. That's all they do. So right here, this was my indicator for getting in. Okay, that's one of them.
Let's take a look at the other one. What's the seasonality? What does the stock normally do this time of year? Well, here we are. Now let's go right to this time frame right here. Okay.
Okay, so here where we are, right here. Okay, Monday was right there. So you can go down a little bit and you go back up again. Okay? I don't have a problem with it. Okay, remember rule number 1, never buy something you don't want to hold long term. Rule number 2, never sell at a loss. Okay, it has its weekly options and it has its dividends and the numbers work when I bought it. That's all I need to know. So if I don't sell, if it doesn't hit my target this week, what is my target? Win. Okay, I'm in at 98.16 and I sold the 98s for 204. Okay, hold on. Okay, clear that. 2.04 and I bought it at 98.16. 98.16. Okay, so over here, this is my position. 98.16 is what I paid for it. Right? You see that? 98.16 is what I paid for it, and then I sold the 98s. So I sold someone the right to buy it from me at 98, and I got 2% return. See, 2%. So what happens if the stock goes down? I really don't care. To be totally honest with you, because what's going to happen? Let's go there. So what's going to happen? It's either going to go down or it's either going to go up. That's it. And then I go back to rule number 1. Never buy something you don't want to hold long term. Because if it goes down, fine. I already got my 2% this week. And look at what the premiums for next week. Okay, next week, the 96 is 188. Again, over 1%. Now, these numbers are going to change tomorrow, and they are going to change next week. But it always comes back to the same thing. What do I own it at? So, see, once I buy it, I don't look at this anymore. I look at here. Okay, I own it at 98. Okay, the 98s are 68 cents. Okay, so next week I'm not getting 1%. I'm getting 0.75%. Okay, then it comes back to my cow analogy. If I buy a cow and I get a gallon of milk, great. If the cow only gives me a quart, am I going to get rid of it? No. Okay, that's how I deal with it. I already collected 2%. Next week, if I get less than 1%, okay, fine. All right. And then the week after that, okay, fine. But it's all about the numbers. If I'm going to buy it and hold it for a long period of time, I want to make sure I'm getting something every single week. Okay, I hope that answered your question. J.P. Morgan. Oh, KD, you're actually having some input. Uh-oh, I missed all these questions? Uh-oh. Yeah, it doesn't look good. What doesn't look good? Alexander, winners? Yes. I see he buys before the EX date. Makes sense. But when selling underlying stock, if not called. Well, if it's not called, I'll take it into the next week and I'll sell another covered call against it. And I'll continue selling covered calls against the position until it is filled. Okay? Now, I held on to, let's bring it up because, it bothers some people. Okay, this one we're looking at now, oops. This one here, this is Target. Okay, this is a one-year chart for Target. Here's the high, here's the low, here's where it was a year ago, here's where it is now. Now, the reason why I'm bringing up Target, I'm going to give you a perfect example. What do I do when the stocks go down? All right? So what do I do when the stocks go down? Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up, this time frame here, okay? I bought last year. Remember I told you last year I lost some money? Okay? Target was one of them. I bought Target towards the end of July at 135. Okay, see, keep your eye on the chart. I bought it at 135. Okay, it gave me over almost 2%. Hey, thanks for that.
GoPro Joe, thanks, buddy. Uh-oh, some over here saying hi. Hi, depressed sergeant. I don't know what was that. Deidre? Deidre, how you doing? Okay, so I bought Target at, what was it, 135. I got a nice premium. Then look, very next week it dropped down to 130. I was still selling 135, still getting over 1%. But look, a week later, now we're down to 128. Now we're down to 122. Now we're down to 118. Now we're down to 110. Finally bottomed out at 102. I took it from 135 all the way down to 102. From July all the way into October. Every single week, I collected premium, dividend, premium. So I collected 2 dividends in about, I don't know, 30 premiums. It dropped from 135 down to 102. Then it came back up, and then right here on the 13th, she closed at 110. Okay? Closed at 110. I sold the 112s, giving someone the right to buy it from me at 112. Remember, I owned it at 135, way over here. Okay? Now, the very next day, it gapped up. They call this a black swan event. You can't plan for these. You can't do anything about them. They just happen. It went from 110 up to 136. I lost $12,000 in that one day. Okay? Now, I could not let them buy it at 112. I had to buy it back for $12,000. Why? Well, because if they bought it back, I mean, if I bought it back, I'd lose 12 grand. But if I let it go, I'd lose 25. Okay? So, from July, premium, dividend, premium. Okay? 25,000 loss, premium, dividend, premium. Then I sold. Barely broke even. So, barely broke even on target. So what happens when it drops? Well, that's why people pay me to be on my morning trading group. You come to the morning trading group and I'll walk you through it. I'll tell you what the risks are. I'll tell you what the rewards are. You have to make up your own decision. We're all adults. Okay? We're all adults. Don't listen to a damn word I say. Do your own research. I'm taking a look at Target. Here it is, 159.59. The 160 is going for 177. That's over 1%. Would I buy Target? Sure, I'd buy Target. It's a dividend king. They've been in business for almost 100 years. Almost 100 years. They've increased their dividends every single year for 5 decades or more. Yeah, I'd buy it. I don't like it when this happens. How often does that happen? Maybe once every 5 years. Okay? This is a game where when you play, if you're dancing to the music, you're going to pay the fiddler eventually. If you think you're going to buy and never lose, if your name's Pelosi, yeah, that might work for you. But for us normal people, we take losses. I had 3 losses last year. Okay? Target, PPG, and Kimberly-Clark. All right, what's next on the list? Next on the list, WMB. Williams Cause. I have no idea what that one is. Okay. It's going to be a no. Okay, 39.50 to 39s. It's playing over 1%. 1%. Yeah, it's a no. Okay. First thing I want to do is look at the numbers. $39.50. The $39 is going for 60 cents, but I'm losing 57 right off the top. So I'm making what? 3 cents? Oh, hell no. The very next one out is the 40. That's paying 15 cents. Yeah, no. Sorry. Oh, I got more questions here. Jeff Daniels. Yep, thank you. It is. Oh, Alexander. Okay, answer that question. He doesn't necessarily sell. He keeps selling. Yep, that's right. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully it does. UY high, sell low. Okay, Mr. Cash, I have no idea what you're talking about. What companies do you like that has dividends next week? Don't we buy some of the taste? Yep, we do. Edits. What companies do you use for your charts? Oh, that. This here. This is Think or Swim from Charles Schwab. Okay, it used to be Think or Swim years ago. Tom Sosnes created this really cool stuff. He sold out to TD Ameritrade. TD Ameritrade got bought by Charles Schwab, so now it's Charles Schwab. Married put is better. Yes, it is, but that's not what I teach here. You could have sold it put. Yes, I could have. Yes, you're right again, Lost Horsey. You lost Horsey. You're absolutely correct with what you're saying. However, you're missing something. Okay? This was a trading strategy for a 9-year-old. It had to be simple. Once you put married puts in there, it gets a little more confusing. It's hard for her to comprehend back in 08. Okay? She might understand it now, but if I keep changing the rules, if I keep changing the ingredients, more and more people will get in, they won't understand it. So I keep it simple, safe, predictable, and consistent, and I haven't changed anything since I came up with it 15 years ago. Okay, I could always say, hey, do a cash covered put first, decrease your cost when you're jumping in. Okay, yeah, that makes sense, and yeah, it does work, but it's adding another step. Now I'm relying on people to try to figure out, okay, what does a put mean? What are the pros and cons of doing puts? And there's a lot of them. It's simple. Keep it simple. And sometimes puts you can't do in an IRA. You can do covered calls in IRAs. Okay? But you are right. Okay? Married put is better. You're absolutely correct. You could have stolen put, blah, blah, blah. Yep. You're right, but I don't do it. The reason why I don't do it, it adds more complications to the process. By adding more complications, it takes some people out of the equation. Oh, that's too complicated. I don't want to do it. I want to keep it simple. I want to keep it safe, predictable, and consistent. Okay? Once you understand the concept, you can add to your own. This is just a baseline. Everyone can understand the baseline. Buy a good company, sell someone the right to buy it from me, collect a nice profit. That's it. Simple. How you feel about penny stocks? I don't. A married put would have performed fantastic there. Yeah, it would have. It also would have. But financially, why is it so hard for TikTok to make the orientation right? I have no idea what you're talking about there. But for penny stocks, I don't do it. Have you ever seen the movie Pump and Dump or Boiler Room? Okay, I don't like penny stocks because you can buy them cheap. There's hardly any commissions at all when you buy. When you sell, forget it. Altria or Philip Morris. Yep, like both of those. What are tomorrow's option trading plans, please, Nate? How do I find dividend stocks on Schwab? You don't. How to join? Well, how do you join? Well, it's easy. Futures? No. Timmy, no, I don't do futures. Okay, there's no predictability to futures. There's no consistency with futures. Okay, and futures, yeah, great. But always remember, simple, safe, predictable, consistent, and no way to lose. So you don't do options. Nate, yes, I do. Okay, I don't know, Nate, if you were new here or not. A lot of people can come here, Nate. Can people be profitable with futures? Yes, they can, but I don't teach that. Thoughts on Coca-Cola? Love Coca-Cola. Again, over 100 years old, the premiums are horrible. Not even 0.5%. I've never traded Coca-Cola because the premiums are horrible. Now that I think about it, going from a covered call to a married put would be a better wheel. Yes, you're correct, it would be, but I don't do that. Venom, never heard of it. Venom? What the heck is Venom? Venom. Viper Energy, yeah, look, monthly. That's a no, right off the bat. All right, so next on the list. Let's go to the next on the list. Bank of America. Ooh, I love Bank of America. Forex trade. Nope, I don't do Forex. Okay, my thoughts on Forex, you have to sit in front of the computer waiting for setups. And it's news related. And if it goes down, you don't get dividends. There's no way to get it consistent, predictable. Thoughts on holding Coca-Cola long term? Yeah, sorry, no. Sorry, not for me. If you can do it, fine. But you ask my opinion, it's a no. Because it just doesn't pay. Pepsi's better than Coca-Cola. Yes, it is. Pepsi has a better premium than Coca-Cola. Do you have a portfolio, or do you pick your current calls from 1%? I have a portfolio. Hold on a second, a couple questions. Do I like Janus? No, I don't like Janus. Okay, Janus does not pay over 50% per year. They don't even pay over 30% per year. I'm very new and want to learn any courses bought Apple before yesterday, losing 1,500 in 3 days. Sorry about that, Nate. Buy equities, but equities seem watching. But equities seem to be watching CNBC all day. No. Okay, when I say, this is James from Dividend Stock Talk, brought to you by The 10-Minute Trader, you guys are under the impression that I sit and stare at this all day long. No, I don't. Okay, and I tell this to my people in the in my trading group, because I do have a trading group. We meet every morning, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, okay, from 9 a.m. before the market opens, and we go to like 10:30 or so, okay, and then on Friday we're on at 3 to make sure that everybody in the trading group has an opportunity to take a look at each position that they have to make sure that they're profitable and going to be profitable next week. So here's the thing. I'm not in front of my computer. Seriously, I'm not. Okay, I don't stare at it over the weekend so I'm all prepared on Monday. No, I don't. Okay, when I sit down in the trading group, I turn my computer on the same time they're turning on theirs. I do not sit for hours and look for stuff over the weekend. I just don't. I mean, here I'm doing it because I'm teaching. And if I find something here, I share it with my morning trading group. That's hence the reason, the list and then the ones over the top left corner where I circle, hence for that reason. I share those with those people. But I don't, because when I say 10 minutes a day, that 10-minute trader, this strategy was created so that you don't have to spend more than 10 minutes a day. Because it's simple. All right, let's go back to Market Watch. Okay, here's the calendar. All right, so if today's the 6th, let's actually go to what today is. All right, let's get out of there. Whoops, March, April. No, we're into May, aren't we? May. All right, so here we are in May. Okay, this is May. This is the current month. Okay, so the first week of May, Kinder Morgan, Citigroup. Second week, Intel, Ford, IBM, Pfizer, PPG, Siri, Wells Fargo, Walmart, Apple, Capital One Finance, UPS, and US Steel. All right. Kroger, Target, ExxonMobil, Archer Daniels, British Petroleum, RTX, Chevron, Starbucks, Emerson Electric, Visa, Hershey, Whirlpool. Okay, so the first week of May, which was what, last week? Okay, last week I would have looked at these right here. Kroger, how did Kroger look? Did I like Kroger? No, it didn't work for me. But I like Target, I didn't buy it. ExxonMobil, I don't think it looked right. I bought Starbucks, Emerson Electric. Okay? That's it. I take a look at the dividend. Okay? This is when I take a look. The first week, which was last week, I looked at these right here. Okay, great. How did they look? And then this week, okay, Monday, we looked at Johnson & Johnson, Walgreens, Aflac. That's just this one list. I have like 6 or 7 lists. Okay, that's one list. Here's another list. Oops. Here's another list. Now, each one of these lists has a different criteria. And here's Warren Buffett's list. We all know who Warren Buffett is. Look, Ally Bank, Aon, DHI, Siri, Wells Fargo, Apple, Capital One Finance, UPS, Kroger, Chevron, Hewlett-Packard, Moody's, Visa, Jefferies, Johnson & Johnson, Louisiana Pacific, T-Mobile. Any one of those companies you never heard of? Seriously. Okay, and I don't watch CNBC. I'm only 10 minutes a day. That's it. Uh-oh. I missed some of these questions. Uh-oh. I don't like Janus. We're going to look at that. I'm new. I want to learn. Okay. Any courses? Yep, Nate. Just keep coming back every night. until you finally ready to join us. Okay, come back every night for the free information. If you want to join the morning trading group, it's not that difficult. You go to my website, the10minutetrader.com. Oh, look at it right there. Live trading. You click on that, that comes to my Patreon. You sign up, and every week, every morning. It's not once a week, it's every morning. Why? Well, I'm trading every morning anyway. Oh, what I didn't show you, you didn't see this. Podcast. Okay? Dividend Stock Podcast. You can listen to me on your radio. Slide down, look what we got. There's over 800 episodes. I've been doing this for a while. Over 800 episodes every single day. April 23rd, April 22nd, April 22nd, April 17th, blah, blah, blah. They're all there. Let's get out of there. Let's get back to, here we go. Okay, back to here. All right. All right, next on the list. Oh, more questions. I got to keep hitting with all these questions. Matt Avery, where can we see your portfolio? Join the morning group, you can. I really like ExxonMobil NET, Energy Transfer, cool beans. X System 31, BOLOGNA, baloney. All right, I need a ticker symbol, not just baloney. I stare at it when I sleep. Okay, that's disturbing. Alrighty. You talk about leaps. Yes, I do. Lost horse. Yeah, I love leaps. Just master trading calls and puts on SPX. All you need to know. All right, Alan, I would love to see where SPX, if it goes down, how do you get money if it goes down? Okay, and there's a lot of risk in SPX. And there's no rhyme or reason to it. It just freaking moves. It's a lot of, what do you call it? But hey, if it works for you, okay. It's a lot of news-driven. Okay, SPX is a lot of news-driven. When did you know this could be your full-time? It's not a full-time job. Okay, no, I didn't go to college. I drove via college. I'm not quite sure if that works. All right, we took Exim a little while ago, and no, it wasn't on the list. HMR. HMR. What is HMR? HMR. Home run? Really? It has no options, so that's a no. Sorry, whoever came up with HMR. Oh, and there we go. WEN. WEN. Next is going to be Starbucks. WEN. That's a no. That's a monthly. Okay? And if you've been here for a while, you know I don't do monthlies because they just doesn't pay. Which membership should I choose? Do you guys option trade every day? Yes, I do, Nate. Can you show us how to buy Spider? SPY? No, I don't do Spider. Okay, hold on a second. SPY. Okay. Spider. $517 a share. I already told you I don't do anything over 250. Sorry, as much money as you think I got, I don't. I cannot do 1,000 shares at $517 a share. I can't do it. Okay, let's come on over to here. To here. SPY. Okay, down to the spiders. Summary. All right, so this is going to be one of those WTF moments. Are you ready? The spiders have a yield 1.34%. That's worse than VOO. Okay? Total year-to-date return, 9% year-to-date. Okay? I showed you my year-to-date return. Okay? Account number 1, 27.26. Account number 2, 56.85. Okay? But it's your choice. You do what you want. Okay? Now, do they have a dividend? It does not have a dividend. Okay? So let's go down to here's the holdings. Okay? What is in the spiders? Okay, what's in the spiders? Look at this. Microsoft, Apple, Nvidia, Amazon, Google, Meta, Google, Berkshire Hathaway, Eli Lilly, AVGO. It looks the exact same as VOO. The exact freaking same as VOO. And this one is $500 and something a share. VOO is $450. So you're buying the exact same thing. And we already looked at Microsoft. Microsoft would give you 1.3 just for 1 week. And Spiders, where was it? Let's go back again. Go back again. Hold on a second. Spiders is giving you 1.34% for the year. Microsoft will give you 1.3% for a week, for 1 week. Spiders will give you 1.34% for a year. You tell me which is the better deal. All right? This is why I'm teaching this stuff, because if you're buying Spiders, you're getting 1.3%. If you're buying Microsoft, you do it in my week, you're 1.3% for the week. And Microsoft is in the Spiders. So why are you letting someone else do your trading for you? They're keeping all the profit, and you're not getting squat. Wow, 100% right. Thank you for explaining. You made my day. All right, Nate, you're welcome. He does. All right, Nate, he does. No, not. I don't buy option. You're right. Covered calls only. What questions did I miss? Look up dividends on Zim. Really? I already said no to Zim, but you want to look at me. Okay, Zim. Z-I-M. All right, you ready for this? Zim, this is Yahoo Finance. Current price. Where the hell is the current price? $14.68. Zim. 1 year estimated target, $9.25. Why would you buy a stock at $14 when the analysts are saying it's going to go to $9.50 in a year, or $9.25 in a year? Okay, so let's go take a look at the numbers for Zim. Z-I-M. 1478. Okay, 1477, the 1450s. Okay. Historical data on Zim. Okay. Historical data. I want to find out what dividends they pay. Oh, look at this. There are no dividends on this selected time frame. Zim doesn't pay dividends. So if and when the stock goes down, because right now it's at 1478, and they have a 1 year target at 9.25, why the hell would I buy it? Seriously. Okay, Nate, which membership? That'd be the $100 a month one, Nate. 86, Nate. All right. Screen is so bright I can't see anything. All right, Jorgensen Financial. This screen right here that you're looking at, okay? This screen right here that you're looking at is live on YouTube. Go to YouTube, look it up. It's live. You can actually see all the numbers. If you're on a phone or a watch or a tablet, you can't see these numbers. The only way you can see these numbers is if you're looking at the screen. Okay, the screen is live on YouTube. Let's go to YouTube for a second. I'll show you exactly where it is. Okay, the 10-minute trader, slide up here, YouTube channel. Okay, YouTube channel, right there. Okay, that's live right now. Okay, listen to what I'm saying. This is live right now. I'm going to click right there. Looking at the screen. Okay, the screen is live on YouTube. Let's go to YouTube for a second. I'll show you exactly where it is. See? The 10-minute trader, slide up here, YouTube channel. Okay, YouTube channel, right there. Okay, that's live right now. Okay, listen to what I'm saying. This is live right now. All right, so go to you want to see the numbers, you want to see the charts better, and you want to see it correctly, go to YouTube. It's live. Makes it easy. You can watch on your big screen TV, get on your nice comfy couch or recliner, sit back, popcorn, beer, whatever, and watch the screen. Listen to what I'm saying. Does it make sense? Do I want to buy Zim? Zim does not have dividends. Why would I buy a company that does not share the profits? What channel? The 10-minute trader. Yeah, that's correct. The 10-minute trader. If you go right up here to the bio, right there in the bio, okay, go to the top left corner of your screen, there will be a buy. You click on that on my face, and that will take you to my history, all that crap. And it'll give you the 10minutetrader.com link. You go to that link, and it'll take you to all the stuff. It's there. You want to talk to me in person? Fine. Send me a phone number. I'll give you a call. I call everyone. You leave your phone number, I'll call you. Okay, I called someone this morning and said, holy cow, you calling? I said, yeah, I told you, give me your number, I'll call you. All right, next on the list. Okay, Zim is in now. S-Box, here we go, Starbucks. Okay, now people wanted to see Starbucks. Let's take a look at it. Just to let you know, full, what do you call it? Full transparency. I do own some Starbucks. Let's take a look at the numbers. SBUX. Starbucks. First thing I want to see right there, 73.51. The 74s, 70 cents, not quite 1%. So it wouldn't make my list to jump in at this moment in time. However, I already own it. I own it at 88. Okay, so let's take a look at the chart. This is the 1-year chart. The high, okay, it's a year ago. The low, yesterday. Okay. Where was it? Where is it? Okay, the high, it's kind of funny if you look at it this way. The high was a year ago. The low was yesterday. Okay, where's the high? Where's the low? Where was it? Where is it? Exact same movements. All right, let's look at the last 90 days. Okay, same thing. The high, 90 days ago. The low, yesterday. Okay, high, low, where was it? Where is it? Same thing. All right, 90 days ago, we opened up at 92.62, and yesterday's bottom was 71.80. So the last 30 days, almost the same thing. All right, here we are 30 days ago. Okay, it went down, it dipped down. Okay, that was your bottom. Okay, it went back up, a new 30-day high. Okay. 30 days ago, she drops down, finds a new 30-day bottom. This is the previous 30-day bottom right here. Previous 30-day bottom. Okay, you buy it 2 days after. Okay, 2 days to the upside. Good. Now it's a 30-day high. Now we have a new 30-day bottom. Yesterday, 1 day to the upside. Maybe tomorrow. If tomorrow is another up day, perfect time to jump in. But do the numbers work? There's the question. Can I do Curious Patron? Yes, you can. However, Nate, you're only invited to Wednesday, Thursdays at $25 a month. You only get to look at the information delayed Wednesday and Thursday. You don't get invited to Monday, Tuesday, or Friday. It's there, but if you're just getting started, your best bet is to stay here. Because we get a lot of information. This is free. But if you want to do that, yeah, you'll get access to that information, but it's delayed. And then you'll be on the live show on Wednesdays and Thursdays. Not a whole heck of a lot happens on Wednesday and Thursday. Monday and Tuesday, we do all our trading. We do all the buying. That's when we look at all the stocks. Okay, Wednesday and Thursday, they're just basically balancing. Like, what did we do today? What does it look like? What do you think about this on Friday? Ask questions. I'm there until you guys are done asking questions. Once you guys are done asking questions, all right, going once, going twice, done for the day. Catch you guys again tomorrow. Okay, this morning we were kept on going and going and going, and it's like the battery died. It's like, oh no! Okay, guys, make up your mind quick. Let me know. The battery's dying. Anyway, it was kind of fun. But so Starbucks is tanking? No, I didn't say that at all. We're looking at Starbucks right now. What returns are you getting with this strategy? Oh, Timmy. All right. Timmy, you ready? I'm going to show you again. Okay. Now, like I said, this screen is live. So when I change, go someplace else, it's going to bring you somewhere else. Okay. I go to the10minutetrader.com. All right. This is what you're going to see at first. The10minutetrader.com. Investing in dividend stocks for up to 50% annual returns. Simple, safe, consistent, and predictable. If you're looking to strike it rich overnight, this ain't it. My main focus is consistent and predictable 1% per week. Then you go down a little bit. Video tells you everything. Okay. The next video explains the no-risk trading. Underneath that, click on that if you want to join the morning trading group where the live trading is. Underneath this, all my social media links. YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, podcast, LinkedIn, Patreon, TikTok, and all the books I've written. I haven't made available book number 14 yet. That should be available in the next week or so. It's really cool. Really some good stuff there. And then here are my current trading accounts. This is the 2 accounts. I got 6 different accounts, but I only share 2 of them with you. Account number 1, account number 2. Year to date, 27.26. Account number 1, all cash. Okay? Account number 2, cash and margin, 56.85 since the beginning of the year. That's since January. This thing's going to come close to, 150 to 200% for the year? I'm thinking this one might hit 200% this year. I think it might. I don't know. This one, it's at 27% now. All right. But there's all the trades right there. From week number 1 all the way. I haven't posted this week's yet. All right, let's get back to here. So we're going through Starbucks. All right. Okay, so we're looking at Starbucks. 30 days ago, here's where we are. Okay, previous 30-day bottom. When I say previous 30-day bottom, okay, and then she jumped up to here. Okay, I like 30-day bottoms. I buy, I collect my 1%, and I'm out. 30-day high, I don't get the highs. I don't. I'm usually out before that. Can you turn the brightness down? White screens are extremely hard to see. All right, MJ, the screen behind me is available on YouTube, on your computer. If you're watching on a phone or a tablet, you're not going to be able to see these numbers. That's why I'm broadcasting live on YouTube. Okay, I'm going to actually create a YouTube TV station. Like every night I'm going to come through, hey, Dividend Stock Talk Live TV, blah, 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 whatever. I got to figure out how to do it. I'm new with this technology stuff, so I, just retired recently. So what if I'll make $700 a week using this method? So that's 70,000. 1% of 70,000 is 700. What color is your Lamborghini? I don't have a Lamborghini. Why would you even ask that question? What's your YouTube channel? The 10-Minute Trader. Thanks for sharing with us. Gallant. Haven't heard from you in a while. What did you retire from? Oh my goodness. I had my own manufacturing company. I actually manufactured shit. I sold that. And then I did, I took 10 years off after I sold the manufacturing company. That was after the divorce in 2003. Took 10 years off, spent all that money, went to see the world. Okay, that was fun. Traveled a lot. Then I decided to go back to business, back to work. I was, what do you call it? Are you in Pfizer this week? I don't think so. No, we haven't done NEM yet. All right, Bubbles, thanks for that. All right. Unfortunately, Bubbles, on YouTube, I can't send you any information. Your best bet is either to sign up on the 10-Minute Trader website. Okay, the 10-Minute Trader, the10minutetrader.com. Sign up there. That way I can at least put it on a mailing list and then do it that way. All right, next. Oh, we're still looking at Starbucks. Okay, so is Starbucks at the bottom? Huh? Does because you know how to make money doesn't mean you own a Lamborghini. Okay, even if I had millions upon millions upon millions of dollars, I wouldn't buy a Lamborghini. I would buy a 34 Duesenberg. That car makes a statement. Lamborghini, fuck no, I'm past that part of my life. Now, when I was in my 20s, 30s, yeah, Lamborghini would have been cool. But no, my point in life, if you don't know what a 34 Duesenberg looks like, or a 31 Cadillac, what do you call that, cabriolet? Oh, you ever see the movie The Munsters, the car that they had, the live one with Raul Julia and Angelica Houston? That car, that was a freaking cat. Or a Hispano Souza. Oh, yeah. I would take a Hispano Souza, a 31 Cadillac. How about a Gumpert? Never heard of it. Squirrel? Yeah, 86. All right. Yeah, I get the point. Okay, so back here to Starbucks. The people have been here for a while. They say squirrel because you ever see the movie Up? Yeah, here we go, squirrel, squirrel. I get distracted easily. Okay. All right. So back to Starbucks. Now, I got Starbucks at 88. I did. Are you calculating based on selling the first in the money call? Well, it all depends. Okay, everything comes down to the numbers. If I'm going to buy Starbucks tomorrow morning, I'm going to pay $7.51. I'm just going by the numbers because everything changes. Only covered calls for derivative strategy. All right, Tim, you don't know what you mean. A Duesenberg, really? That's fun. Yes, Bubbles, a Duesenberg is. James, would you buy a squirrel from? No, I wouldn't. Anyway, these are just examples I'm showing you to show you how it works, how the process works. NEM is in the money. Yeah, we'll take a look at that. All right, before I leave tonight, which we're past 11:30. Okay, so I'm going to do NEM, and then I'm going to do one more. All right. Okay, so as I was saying, 88. I got Starbucks at 88. Okay, so let me go back a little bit to show you why I got Starbucks. Oops, not there, not there, not there. All right. This was uh-oh, battery's low. Uh-oh, battery's low. I got 2 low batteries. Continue. All right. Uh-oh. All right. So, hypothetically speaking, not hypothetically, this is actually what happened. Okay, now, this was, I think, last week or the week before. This is what Starbucks looked like. Here's your 30-day high, okay? Here's your 30-day low. Okay, went to the upside. Here's the high right here. See it? It came down a little bit. This was on a Friday. Okay? The very next day, okay, here's your low here. I like 2 days to the upside. Here's one, here's one, here's another. There's 2. That's my indicator to jump in. It was at 88. Okay, that was my indicator to jump in. Okay, still perfect place to be. If you're not ready for something like this, okay, here was my signal to jump in. So I jumped in right there. Okay, very next day, look, it gaps down. Did I panic? Did I sell because it dropped? No, this is what happens. So I'm waiting for it to find its bottom. Okay, so I jumped in here. It gapped down. All right, now I'm pissing, moaning, griping, and all that crap. What you do when your stock drops. That's the kind of stuff you do. Right, hold on. I missed all these questions. All right, I'm going to stop here for a second. I'm going to finish this example before we go to the questions, and then we're going to look at NEM. All right? Okay, I bought here. It dropped down to here. Okay, great. Now, here's my options. Okay, I can't sell an option against it because it's too low. I got it at 88. Okay, the valuation here is not worth it. Now, the position that I'm in, I can't sell any of these. If it was a regular stock position, I could, but I can't. Now, yesterday was a new 30-day bottom. Okay, yesterday was a new 30-day bottom, okay? Today was an up day. Great, I'm waiting for one more up day, and then I'm going to dollar cost average. Once I dollar cost average, that's going to take it from 88 down to about 82. Then I'll be right here, be my average. Then I can start picking up premiums. Right now, I can't pick up any premiums. But once I'm down to here, then I can. But I'm waiting to find a spot. Then I will dollar cost average down. Until then, I'm just waiting for it to find a spot. This could be the bottom yesterday. We won't know until tomorrow. Okay, and then Friday. What's your opinion on AI? Yeah, I don't like it. Haven't you seen the movie Terminator? I mean, they made like 4 or 5 of them. Do you honestly think that that might not happen? Okay, you may not know this, but I think it was in '87. They had a computer-generated market gap down, and they just stopped trading for the day because they couldn't quite figure out the stop losses. People would put stop losses in, and then the stop losses created a computer-generated stop because one person's stop loss triggered another person's stop loss, which triggered another person's stop loss, which triggered another person. So the market's here, and then by the end of the day, it's down to here, and they stop trading because the computer-generated stop losses had a domino effect, and the whole house of cards fell. I don't trust AI. I write shit down. I'm old school. I write shit down. Why? Because a power outage, I can still pick up the book and open it up. Okay, I'm that generation. We rewrote shit down. I don't try. More times I like to admit I hit the wrong button and erase everything. Yeah, no, I write shit down nowadays. Okay, do I only do covered calls? No, that's the only one I teach on this strategy. Remember, I told you I have six accounts. I only share 2 of them, and I only share this strategy. Why? Because I want it to be simple, I want it to be safe, I want more people to take advantage of this. This strategy will get you 50% per year. If that's not enough for you, I'm not teaching you anything else. Okay? And I don't teach anything else until you perfect this one. Okay, you join my trading group and you're there for 6 months. After 6 months, you'll get an invite to the other groups. In the other groups, you can get 300% per year. Okay? I share this one for free. Okay, and this one gets 50% per year. What do you think I have up my sleeve that I'm not sharing? Hope that answers your question, Tim. Too hot in Texas for a convertible. Okay, Bubbles. All right, just to let you know, Miss Bubbles, where are you? I missed all these questions. Squirrel, yeah. All right, I missed all these. Bubbles, all right, Miss Bubbles. Now, when you get to a certain point in life and you have enough money to do whatever you want, if it's hot in Texas, you take your skinny little behind, plop it in your car, and you head north. It ain't hot in Canada, okay? It ain't hot in Alaska, okay? Or you can go to Rio de Janeiro. It's not hot, okay? Go to where the weather's warm. Sailing on the summer breeze, skipping over pan, going where the weather suits my clothes. All right, TikTok, only cover calls. Yep, just one man strategy, but not here. Thanks. Bad earnings report, crush the stock. Okay, fine. No one is buying a $7 latte. Actually, they are, dude. You should see the lines at Starbucks. You got to Starbucks today? Nice going. Thanks. GME, yeah, no. Looks great on weekly, blah, blah, blah. You're talking some massive returns. Okay. I don't think, 50% is massive. How can you join the classes? I already showed that to you. Just go to the Tim and Trader. Thanks for the intro, Starbucks. Nerves are still smothered. I don't know. I'm at that certain point in life. Well, then why are you in Texas, honey? If you're hot and you're in Texas, jump in that convertible, head up to Chicago or Wisconsin, the Upper Peninsula, Michigan. Yeah, 300% is massively insane. Yeah, I get that. Okay? But if you could, here's the question, Timmy, all right? Now, somebody wanted to share this with me. I don't know if you know who Tony Robbins, Russell Brunson, Dean Graziosi, Frank Kern, there's a bunch of them. You're on the beach in California. Good for you. Somebody once told me, those who pay attention. Those who pay more attention. The information you're getting here for free, 50% per year. Great. What do I have on my sleeve that's more than 50% per year? Here's a bunch of short interest on it, so a lot of people have buy shares back. Okay, I hope to catch you again soon. Good night. Well, Bubbles on every night. Okay? Now, let's go to NEM. So that's Starbucks. I'm waiting and I'm hoping tomorrow we find the bottom. Okay? I'm hoping yesterday was the bottom. So if tomorrow's another green day, I'm jumping in, dollar cost averaging down, and then I'm going to look towards that. All right, because there can only be one 30-day bottom, and there can only be one 30-day top. Here's your 30-day top right here. Here's your 30-day possible 30-day bottom. Tomorrow she could go down. Tomorrow she could go up. It's a 50-50 shot. What are we looking at? 73.50, 73. Yeah, it is no clues there whatsoever. It is what it is. All right, NEM. Gallant's want to take a look at NEM. Gallant's has been here since January. Hey, Gallant, you still there? How long have you been coming to these shows? People want to see. Okay, Gallant, you still with me? Right in the chat. How long have you been coming here? See, Winter 86 has been here since January. Gallant, since January. Okay, Winter 86. All right. Okay, how are you guys doing? Out of curiosity, you guys have been here since January. We're into May. Okay, at least let the people know what you're making. Where's your averaging at the moment? I haven't lost a single trade at all so far this year. Let the people know what you've been doing. And no, they're not, what do you call those? They're not plans, okay? They're not paid to be here. Secretary, you've been here since February. All right, we're looking at Newmont. First thing I want to see at Newmont, 41.67. I want to see what the 42s are going for. The 42s, oh, I'll check it out, 63 cents. Okay, great. Roth 08, averaging 1% more. RJ, so you do lose money out every now and then. Yeah. Last year, I lost 3 positions. Okay, last year, 3. 8 times last year, I missed 1% per week. This year, I missed 1% per week 4 times so far. Okay, I made 0.8, 0.85, 0.9, 0.95. 4 times this year. Hold on a second. Let's go back to the screen. All right, right here. Week 12. Okay, week 12, 0.9%. Week 4, 0.9%. Week 3, 0.85. All right, so I only missed it 3 times. Okay, so I missed it. I missed 1% 3 times since the beginning of January. But I'm up at this moment, 27.26. I didn't lose money. I just didn't get 1% that week. How much is S&P this year? Yeah, not even close. 70% win rate is great. Yeah, I get that. All right. Hold on a second. Where were we? Oh, Newmont. Okay, so first thing I want to see, what's the number? Newmont, 42. See, if I can buy it at 41.67, the closest one is going to be 42. Okay, so 42 is 63 cents a share. Let's see what the numbers look like. Clear that. The 42 is going for 63 cents. Divide that by the purchase price, 41.67. That equals 1.5%. Now, that's 1.5% at the market right now. Let's see what the 41 is going for. Oh, no, the 41.50. Because I would prefer to do the 41.50 or the 41. Okay, let's take a look at the 41.50. Okay, see here, it's at 41.67. Now, when I tell you it's all about the numbers, 41.67, if I sell the 42s, right, I'm getting 1.5%, right? But if the stock goes up to hit that 42, I get an extra 33 cents per share. But the stock has to move up to be above 42. Okay, right now it's at 41.67. Now, let's see what happens if the stock doesn't move at all. So let's take a look at the 41.50. The 41.50 is going for 85 cents a share, right? But if I'm buying it at 41.67 and I'm selling it at 41.50, I'm losing 17 cents a share, right? So let's subtract 17 cents a share off of the profit. Subtract 0.17. So now my profit is 68 cents at 41.50. The stock doesn't have to move at all. All right, Gallant, you like that one? You owned it for ages and you still own it. Let me give you a little hint here, American 376. It ain't a profit until you take it. Okay, just because it looks good on paper, it doesn't mean shit. You can't take that piece of paper and go buy yourself a cup of coffee down the street. It ain't a profit until you take it. Gallant, you like it's in the money? Okay, so what's good about this? The 41.67 and selling the 41.50s. Number one, the stock doesn't have to move at all, and you're still getting. Well, let's figure out what you're getting. 41.50 divide 41.50, and that equals 1.63%. Okay, so 41.65, I sell the 41.50, which means the stock doesn't have to do anything. If it goes up, I make my money. If it stays the exact same, I make my money. It can even come down a little bit, and I'm still making money. Okay? The break even is good. What the heck is, I'm not going to go to break even. But as long as it stays about 41.50 come Friday. Is that for this Friday? Oh, no, that's for next Friday. I'll see you Friday, sir. All right, Timmy. Hope you didn't buy it in 21. Roger, okay, I don't think you understand. The longest I've ever held anything is 9 months. The longest I've ever held anything. That was last year. That was Kimberly Clark. I bought it, came down, then it came back up, then I got out of it. Thoughts on Chewy stocks? No. Chewy stocks does not have 20 years of increased dividends. Sorry, that's a no. All right, so anyway, let's take a look at the 41. Okay, we looked at the 41.50. That gives us 1.6. The 41, which is deeper in the money, what is that going to give? Okay, let's clear that. The 41 is going for $1.18. $1.18. Then I'm gonna, if I buy it at 41.67 and I sell it at 41, I'm losing 67 cents right off the top. But not really, because they're compensating me $1.12. So let's subtract the 67 cents off the $1.12. Okay, subtract 0.67. That gives me 51 cents. All right, so let's divide that out. Divide that by the purchase price of 41, not the 41.67, because I've already subtracted the 67 cents off of the profit. So I'm going to divide it by the 41. Now I have 1.2%. Okay, the stock is at 41.67. All right, and we haven't even looked at the chart yet. So the 42s look good, the 41.50s look good, the 41s look good. All three of them look good. All right, so let's go and take a look at the chart. Okay, first thing I want to see, the high, the low, where was it a year ago, where is it now? Okay, those are the four things I want to see. High, low, where was it, where is it? This is the 1 year chart. Look at the movement, down, up, down, up, down, down. Okay, it has movement to it. Some stocks you'll notice don't have movements, but very rare. PACB long, yeah, no, sorry, Gina. I was talking about NEM for ages. Okay, now Roger, I only buy for weekly. That's it. I buy, I hold it for a week, I'm out. AMC, we looked at a little while ago, it was a no. Sorry, but I'll put it down. We'll take a look at it later. Probably look at it tomorrow. But this is the last one I'm doing tonight, and I'm calling it a night. AMC. Alrighty? We'll take a look at AMC tomorrow night. Alright. Let's take a look at this. Okay, NEM. Because it looks great. I'm actually going to write it down for tomorrow. Alright. A year ago, 49.08 was the high for the year. Okay, the bottom, 29.42. That was the end of February. The last 90 days. Okay, here's the 90-day chart. You ready? Here's the high. Here's the low. Uh-oh, battery's low over here. Sorry, you guys over there. Okay, the high, the low. Where was it? Where is it? All looks nice. Let's go to the next one. Okay, last 30 days. Here we go. All righty. All right, you ready? This is the good stuff. Doesn't have dividends. What doesn't have dividends? Hold on a second. And Gallant has been here long enough to know Gallant's been here long enough to know not to give me a stock that doesn't have dividends. Okay? AMC doesn't have dividends? Yeah. That's why AMC's a no. All right. High? Low? Where was it? Where is it? Those 4 things I want to look at. Every single chart. Okay. A month ago, here's where we were. The high, right there. The low, right there. All right? She drops down to a low from the 30-day bottom, okay? She jumps on up. And that's our 30-day high. Okay, so coming off the 30-day high, where's the new low? Right there. 2 days to the upside, 1, 2, right there. We're golden. All right? 30 days ago, we opened up at $40. Our 30-day bottom was $36.60. 30-day high, $43.91. Okay, the next bottom right here was $40.32. All right, she's bouncing off this $40.32 to the upside. Okay, we got from here, from this bottom, all the way up to this top. Okay, from here to there. All right, fine, works for me. And 41.67 is the purchase price tomorrow morning. The 41's giving what was the 41's giving? 1.2. Okay, so the 41's 1.2. This was 1 point something, and the 42. So all three of those, I personally would do the 41. Stock doesn't have to do anything. Okay, it can even come down 67 cents, and it still make my 1.3%. What time you be talking about AMC tomorrow? Probably we take a look at the list. Okay, here's the list right here. Here's where we're stopping right here. Okay, we got about 8 or 9 stocks before we get to AMC tomorrow night. What stock is this? This is NEM. Okay, I'm writing it down and I'm circling it. NEM. And there you go. I like that one, Gallant. That was a good one. All right, so you guys, that's it. It's past 11. Oh my God, it's like midnight. I've been here since 9. I've been here for 3 hours. I think I deserve a break. Look at this. And we still got 155 people. And the battery's getting ready to die. All right, 86. You guys have a nice night, and we'll catch you again tomorrow. All righty? Sweet. Oh, look at this. Garl just got here. Dude, I'm leaving. Sorry. You just got here. All right, out here. And now. Finish up with Facebook. I got like no visitors on Facebook. It's like, why are we even bothered with Facebook? You know? All right, you guys. Catch you again tomorrow. And down here with YouTube. Done. Oh, I had 12,000 people tonight. Cool beans. You hear that, you guys on YouTube? Catch you guys.